How are you guys? How's it going? Did I oversleep? Yes. Thank you for coming to the conference. Oh my gosh. Ren, thank you so much for the 500 biddies. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, we got Yu-Gi-Oh for the first 5 people in line. Let's go. Oh my god, I almost just knocked over my fucking water. Holy shit. I sleep well. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. I had a dream that somebody pointed out the fact that one of my cuticles is like really dry. Like only one of them though. It's specifically the finger that like I rest my pen against. It's like really dry. And I dreamed that somebody was like, oh my god, that's so embarrassing. That one specific cuticle on your finger is really dry. I was like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed, dude. I gotta get some cuticle oil. That's a very specific dream. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's because I was talking about nail care stuff earlier, so it was like lingering in my mind. But yeah, good morning. Let's see who we got on the YouTube side. We got Amber Livingston. We've got Jacob. We've got Drow Stranger. Welcome in, welcome in. Could you do a reading for me? All of the readings are currently at the moment redeemed through the Twitch side. I'm multi-streaming on both YouTube and Twitch at the moment. So we have a queue right now that's being made through Twitch. It just makes it easier for me to keep track of. But if you want to just if you want to do it through Twitch, you can. But if not, there's usually a raffle slot for anybody who's in chat towards the end of the stream. You guess a random number, and whoever guesses the number gets the reading. So if you do want to stick around for that one to guarantee without having to leave the YouTube, that's cool too. But if you want to definitely try and snag a spot, I recommend grabbing it through Twitch. Yeah, it's in the description. It's done through Twitch. It's just easier for me to keep track of. Because I haven't thought of a way to do it where it combines both yet. I'll have to brainstorm how to do it so anybody on either side can redeem it. We'll see. But yeah, welcome in. Let's see who took my first today. First was taken by Ren. Thank you so much, Ren, for taking my first. Makes me very happy that you could be my first today. We've got Daily Pillows, we've got Ren, Jeremy, Zalfar, Nordy, Vortexiality, and Alex. Welcome in. Also, let's see, Jeremy, thank you so much for the 3 stream streak. Oh my god. I think you're the first person to have a stream streak in my stream. I'm very honored. Thank you. Let's see here. And then for the current queue for tarot readings, we've got Zelfar with the general reading, Ren with the general reading, Alex with a love reading. Those are the current queue. There's a hi, Jacksonville. Why are y'all putting where you're from in the... You got Livingston and Jacksonville? I'm a little worried for you guys. You gotta be careful. Unless your name is Jacksonville, I guess. But welcome in. Oh my god, Vortexiality, you've also watched 3 streams, and Ren too. Oh my gosh, look at you guys. It must have just started 3 streams ago, I guess, is when it activated the stream streak. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you all of you for your stream streaks. That's so sweet of you. But yeah, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start with Zelfar's general reading. Heck yeah. So hi, Engar. Welcome in. Let's see what we got for you, Zelfar. And you will get the full spread. You'll get the tarot card, you'll get the oracle card, and thanks to Ren, you will also get the Yu-Gi-Oh card. Wow! Yeah. Very, very exciting. How's the coolest diviner lad? I'm chilling. I just woke up not too long ago. It's been an EP day. I've been working hard on all of my commissions that I've got to do towards the end of this month. So I've been just like locking in, which is why I didn't really stream for this week, except for like today and tomorrow. Just because I'm locking in on getting all my commissions done as fast as I can. It's one of those things, you know. But yeah, welcome in, welcome in. Oh, Zelfar mentioned they're in D&D at the moment. Oh, okay, so we want to pause on Zelfar then and go to somebody else. Did I miss that? I don't know if they're back yet. Hold off on my cards. I'm mid D&D session live. Oh, okay, okay. Well, so we'll skip Zelfar then. Well, who's next in line? Teehee, that got buried. I didn't see that in the chat. Hi, Kazi. Welcome in. Let's see. Who is next? Next up is Ren, actually. Let's go. All right, Ren. So Ren also wants a general reading. So Ren will actually be the first reading of the night then. Yay. Look at you skipping the line. Oh my goodness. How we going? We're going good. How about yourself? I'm in chat with no audio, but yeah, so curly in D&D. I gotcha, I gotcha. Can somebody just quote me on that? Just type in, dare I said, I gotcha, I gotcha. I love and appreciate you guys too. I love spending time with y'all. That's why as soon as I woke up, I was like, oh, I gotta get to stream. Yeah, you're having a good time. I'm glad to hear it. Hopefully you can stay nice and cozy. We got the lo-fi music. We got the tarot card shuffling. Hopefully it'll keep you nice and comfy. Are you winning? Yeah, we're winning for sure. All we do is win, 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 no matter what, you know? God, I haven't heard that song in so fucking long. Holy shit. They used to play that at the pep rallies. Yeah, the football team loved that song. An interesting combo. Alright, let's grab your oracle card, Ren. Because you also have the full spread. This Roblox we played? Oh yeah, for sure. No, like, oh my god, dude. The Chris Hansen finally dropped that whole video with Schlep about Roblox. Isn't that fucking crazy, dude? It's scary over there. There's so many creeps on Roblox. It's terrifying. Yeah, watch out for the kiddos, dude. Gotta keep them safe. Now let's grab your Yu-Gi-Oh card, Ren. Yeah, bye-bye, Roblox. Oh my god, hi Magikarp, welcome in. You wanna love roasting? Was splashing, it has been a minute. I'm glad to see you though, Magikarp. Hope you've been well. Have you been playing the new Pokemon game, the Pokemon Za? Or Zaza, if you will. I'm just saying it's how it is. It'll roast me. You never know. What if it says something really, really nice about you? I miss Club Penguin. I do fucking miss Club Penguin. Holy shit. I had my decked out fucking igloo too. And I had like a bunch of different puffles in a bunch of different colors. Yeah, I think Chris Hansen really brought it to light to like the parents. Because the parents know Chris Hansen, but they don't really know Roblox. Yeah, so I think it was good that he made like a whole thing about it to just make more parents aware of it, you know? Right now I'm playing Chaos Zero Nightmare. It's so addicting. Let me Google what that is. Oh, it's a gacha game with roguelike elements. Oh my goodness. It's a combination of Slay the Spire and Darkest Dungeon with gacha elements where new characters provide different cards to your deck. Wow. Oh my god, Benny, what the fuck? Holy shit. Oh my god. Benny, thank you so much for the 10 gift subs. What the fuck? You trying to get kissed up in here? Oh my goodness. There you go. 10 kissies for 10 gift subs. Thank you so much, Benny. How are you? How's it going? What's poppin'? An extra thing to the commission. Aw, I'm so happy you liked it. Yeah. I'm really happy you liked it. I had a lot of fun working on that commission for you. It's always a blast being able to do like character design stuff like that. I'll kiss Benny. Yeah. Give him a little smoochy, Chad. Give him a little. Don't use tongue though. Not on the first date. Not on the first date. But you can be a little a little wet and wild with it. All right, let's go ahead and put these up on the screen for you, Ren. When you get a reading, I'm not sure how to write my question. That's fine. You can always just do a placeholder right now. Just be like, oh, just put like a placeholder to commit to your slot in line. And when we get to you, we get to you. Might have anyone coming your way. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I do love doing the character design commissions. They're just such a blast. Oh my god. Thank you for the 40 bits, Ren. Thank you. A chaste platonic smooch. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking like a Regency era. They're mostly taken, and no, I don't think so. I think we still have plenty of slots at the moment. Last I checked, there were only like, I think 3 or 4 that were taken. Yeah, good night, Joe stranger. Sweet dreams. I hope you sleep well. Yeah, so we still got several slots. All right, let's put these up on the screen. We've got the first one, which is... There we go. And then the next one is... It's a very interesting reading. I think you'll understand more what I mean, Ren, whenever I got all these up for you. There we go. All right. So we've got all of the cards for you, Ren, for your general reading. In order of left to right, we've got the 7 of Swords. We have the reverse Death card and the reverse Strength card. And then for your Oracle card, we have Winter. And then for your Yu-Gi-Oh card, we got the Blue Eyes White Dragon. So there's a lot kind of going on here. But let's go ahead and start breaking down specifically your tarot cards. Starting with the 7 of Swords, right? An interesting reading. It is a very interesting reading. So starting with the 7 of Swords is a card of maybe not, maybe don't do that, maybe think it over. Maybe you're kind of jumping into things without thinking too carefully, I suppose. This is a card of like, okay, let's maybe slow our roll a little bit here. It feels like you are This is like the card of like very foolhardy, maybe overconfident in something. This is a, hey, just remember, don't count your chickens before they hatch, because you never know. Just be careful. Really make sure you're planning things out just in case something falls through. Don't assume it's all a done deal, right? That's kind of what the Seven of Swords is. It's like a, just be careful. There could be danger nearby. Not saying it's definitely gonna happen, but just keep an eye on things, because it feels like this is also tying into this reverse death card. While death is a card of endings and new beginnings, in its reverse, it's kind of like falling back into bad habits. It's like kind of going backwards a little bit. It feels like maybe you're losing some progress and you're going back to the way things were before. So the reverse death card's like, hey, be careful. It feels like you were making progress, but now you're kind of moving in the wrong direction. You're kind of doing the thing that you tried to stop yourself from doing before. Also, thank you guys so much for the hype train. I appreciate it so much. Mwah. But yeah, so the reverse death card is very much like, maybe remember what you changed in the first place, because it feels like you're starting to slide on some stuff that you were trying to fix, right? And then kind of pulling in what that might mean feels like it's the reverse strength card, right? And the reverse strength card is a card of somebody who is, you can kind of think of it like a bull in a china shop. Well, no, there's no doubts that you are strong and you are trying your best to run forward. Maybe be a little bit more careful with where you're stepping. There's this sort of like idea of somebody who's very bullheaded, very just like running through things without too much thought of like the world around them and how they're affecting things around them. So in this sense, it's like, just be careful of everything around you as well and how you are impacting with your actions. So that's kind of what it feels like at the moment. It definitely feels like, just be careful. It feels like you're slipping back into some bad habits here. Things that you were trying to avoid doing in the first place. It feels like you're kind of going a little, how do you say, balls to the wall in not a great way. You go in a little sicko mode, and the cards are like, let's calm it down a little bit. Let's stop and think. Is this really a good idea? And in terms of like, if you were saying that you feel like this is like about your finances, it's gonna be like, maybe you've been splurging on things that you probably shouldn't have been. You know, be just like mindful of what your goals are. I think financially is a really good thing, rather than just spending it all straight up crazy style. You know. Because I think it's very easy to, whenever you actually do have money, to be like, oh, I can spend it now. Yeah, no problem. I got plenty of money right now. And it's like, maybe right now you do, but anything could happen in the future. And suddenly you need like $200, you know, and, you know, some sort of emergency pops up or whatever the case might be. It's just like, there's nothing wrong with spending your hard-earned money. But I think the cards, it feels like maybe it's telling you like, let's relax, let's cool it down a bit, right? Give yourself the chance to recharge, to build up for the spring, right? So rather than kind of spending it, maybe like really focus on saving some stuff. Hides my Steam purchases. What? No, who would do that? Just saying, just be mindful, just be careful. And that kind of brings us to your Oracle card as well. Which is winter, an ending, recharging, and reflection, right? So I think reflecting on your expenses, maybe doing like a balance book as well. How does one get a reading? It's redeemed through the tarot reading redeem. Yeah, you redeem it with channel points. I'm telling you right now, if you gave me 1K and told me to buy you something, I'm coming back with the whole set. Yeah. But I think it is a good opportunity for you to sort of analyze what you're spending your money on. Maybe if there's anything you can cut back on. Also, hi, Leonix. Kind of just like looking at, okay, here's all of my monthly expenses. Here's all of the things that I definitely have to pay money for. Things like rent, things like groceries, if you got like a phone bill, internet bill, electricity, you know, all that stuff. You're like, okay, these are the mandatory, these are non-negotiable. I had to make sure I definitely have enough money for this, right? Then you can look at your non-essential expenses. If you have things like subscriptions to stuff, if you're, you know, maybe spending a little too much on Steam games, which I get, it's very tempting. There have been a lot of Steam sales lately. But just, you know, looking at your actual expenses and maybe just setting a budget for yourself, you know, just being, I think, more mindful about this will give you a lot more potential for later down the line, just in case things do strike. Don't, I think, assume that you will always easily have this much money, because there can always be rough spots. You could get sick and you could miss like 2 weeks of work, you know, and now suddenly you're getting 2 weeks less money, you know. So just kind of be mindful of that, especially with the weather change. Weather change definitely means there's going to be some people getting sick. I feel like I always get sick whenever the weather starts to turn like this, from like the drastic seasonal shift between summer and like fall, or like winter and spring, what have you. But yeah, and then that brings us to your oracle card, which is the Blue Eyes White Dragon, right? This legendary dragon is a powerful engine of destruction. Virtually invincible, very few have faced this awesome creature and lived to tell the tale. So it definitely does feel like this is your chance to become what you want. In this case, your Blue Eyes White Dragon might be financial stability, right? What are the things that you're trying to save up for? What are the things that you are trying to achieve? The things that matter most to you, you know? My wife has a system of Trino money, that's specific amount of game/luxury allowance. I should do that. You should. That's a very good idea. Yeah, I'm very much like, I had to make sure I have definitely enough to cover my rent and all my stuff like that. And then once I feel like, okay, I definitely have enough to cover all of my essentials, now I can actually start thinking about non-essentials. Like whenever I bought McDonald's yesterday, I literally like calculated. I was like, do I have enough to cover and make rent for the month? Yes. Okay. And I have enough for McDonald's? Okay. And then I got the McDonald's. So you just gotta make sure you really prioritize the most important things. And for me, that is having a roof to sleep under. Yeah. Yeah. So you just gotta, you gotta set aside your treat money. I'm more of a, you gave me the money, you knew the problems of you giving me money, this is your fault. Well, it's less of that and more just like, this is just like the income you earn. So you worked hard, you want to spend it, you want to enjoy the money that you've dedicated hours of your life to earning. I get that, but it's just like, it feels like the cards are like, hey, let's just slow our roll. Let's make sure we're covering all of our necessities, and really nail everything down, you know? And then we'll be good. But I think once you kind of get back to the basics of like, oh, okay, I need to be more frugal, I need to be more careful with how I'm spending things, then you'll be all good. Yeah. I hope that helps, Ren. Fingers crossed. I believe in you. Alrighty. Who is next? Thank you for the reminder, Indy. Heart of the cards. Yeah, unless you got the problems with impulse buying. Yeah, I think if you have the problem with impulse buying, you really gotta, I think maybe you gotta let somebody else take control of your finances to keep you safe. If that's like something you can't control. For me, I do have a fairly good control over it. On rare occasion, I impulse buy, like I did impulse buy the McDonald's. But I made sure I had enough money, you know, for essentials before I did. But yeah, I have ADHD and impulse buying, and object impermanence is a part of my issues. Yeah. So you got to remind yourself. It's like, do I have enough for all of the important stuff? Do I have enough for everything important? So I think setting aside those written budgets and those sort of like expense reports for yourself of how much you're spending on everything, and like setting that budget allowance of, okay, I will not spend more than like $200 a month on treats or something, you know, on special non-essentials, you know. Oh, so I'm hearing handle my money to my wife. Maybe, maybe. Alright, next up is Alex. And Alex wants a love reading. You could have a thing where if you're still thinking about it in a week, you get it. Yeah, that is a good thing. Normally for like longer, bigger purchases, I'm not normally buying them unless I've been anxiously waiting for them for like at least a month, honestly. But that is a good method, because sometimes the urges do pass and you realize like, oh, I wasn't really that interested in getting it. It's fine, you know? Like a lot of those games, they're called friend slop games. I don't think they're friend slop, but that's the genre. That's what they literally call the genre. The genre is called friend slop. There's like always a new one coming out all the time. And everybody's like, oh my god, we got to get this game right now. We have to buy this game. We have to play it, or else we'll all explode and die. And I'm just like, nah. But also maybe it helps that I don't have people pestering me to play any of the friend slop. I don't have enough friends for the friend slop. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Maybe it's just not really my genre of game. I like being able to play games at my own pace and not have to wait for other people. So that's why I like visual novels. You don't need anybody else. You don't have to wait on anybody. That's what it's called, the friend slop games. Things like Amogus and Peak and Content Warning and there's like a bajillion of them. All of those like co-op games that go like viral for like 2 weeks where everybody's playing them and all of a sudden nobody's playing them anymore. Yeah. I'll play friend slop with you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, next up we've got Alex, and Alex wants a love reading. Let's see what we got. I've never heard it before. Oh, yeah. It's like silly games with the content's generally only made because your pod of friends is making it a good time. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, there's like a million of them at once. It's like they would not be good to play single player, and I don't think you even can play them single player. The whole point is that you play them with your friends. And there's always like a new one coming out like every couple of weeks. So your friends will be like, oh yeah, bro, just hop on, spend $5 on Steam so we can play this game together. And you play it like twice, and then you drop it, and then your friends go, oh yeah man, just hop on Steam and buy this game that's like $7 so we can play it together. And then you buy it, and then you play it like twice, and then you drop it and you never play it again. And then another 3 weeks later, oh yeah man, just hop on Steam, buy this game, it's like $4, and we'll totally play it more than twice. And then you play it once, and then you drop it and you never play it again. Oh my gosh, how are things looking for me now that uni's done? I'm so proud of you, Leonix. You worked so hard. We'll definitely see what we got for you. Yeah, assuming I pass, I believe in you. You've been studying hard. The thousands of unplayed Steam games in your library. I definitely do not have thousands of games that are unplayed. I will say I do share my Steam library with my roommates, so it's also including like my roommates' games and mine in my Steam library. But the games I actually personally own and buy, I've played all of them. Yeah, they're always like sub $20. Yeah, because they want to lure you into like, oh, it's just like an impulse purchase. So they make them pretty cheap. But it doesn't matter if you're spending like minimum $5 a week every 2 weeks just to be able to play the game once with your friends, you know. And that's my personal take. But that's just because Like I said, I just don't have any friends to play my friend slap games with. I did like when we played Among Us though. That's probably the only one I actively bought and use is still Among Us. I do like Among Us. It's still classic. I'll play with you. Yeah, but normally you need like at least 3 people, Leonix. You normally need like at least 3 for the friend slap games. So we're still short. Among Us? No, Among Us. Among Us. The little fellas. Yeah, we'll kidnap Ren. Right after Ren just said, I'll play with you. You're like, yeah, we'll kidnap Ren. Well, Ren's like, I'll do it. Willingly. You don't have to kidnap me. So real. Yeah, when we played Among Us, it was a lot of fun. I did really enjoy it. It would be fun to be able to play Among Us with y'all again in the Discord. I'm sure nothing cringe is happening in Dere's Among Us. Well, it's been fun. Hi, J-Bomb. Welcome in. You know, I'm a pretty decent Among Us player. I'm pretty good at it. It's a good time. I see a wild J-Bomb. Yeah, there's a wild J-Bomb in the house. Let's see what we got for you, Alex, for your love reading. And then let's grab... Let's grab your Oracle card. I don't know how, but I get found out or bumped off so fast in Among Us. Wasn't a great time. That's it. It's okay. It's okay. No, it's so funny because whenever we were playing in the Discord, it was really funny whenever I could figure out people's tells. Like, Sammy only ever unmuted to try to defend themselves when they were the imposter. So I'm like, you literally unmuted to tell us that you're not the imposter. That's how I know you're the imposter. I love being the imposter. It is a lot of fun. It's very exhilarating to go in for the kills, to lure them in close and then just watch the light drain from their eyes. And then escape. Make your classy escape. Yeah, I have object impermanent, short-term memory loss type shit. I was like, I saw blue. I think it was blue. No, yeah, it was blue. A certain something hunter. Yeah. It's the hunter instincts coming out, leaping out of me. When people are just having small talk on survivors, it gets boring. Let's see what we got for your Yu-Gi-Oh card, Alex. Okay, that's an interesting one. All right, let's put these up on the screen for you, Alex, for your love reading. Starting with... This thing might be a new rule for imposter that changes color. There is one. There is one. There is a role that does that, but it's kind of confusing. It's like a mimic imposter, so they can look like somebody else. They can like change their appearance to look like another player, basically. But I like doing the good old-fashioned detective work. So I usually like playing the vanilla whenever I play. I like the classic. Though I do like the guardian angel aspect. I do think that's fun, so I do leave in the guardian angels. I haven't played in a long while. Yeah, we'll have to play it again soon. Let's see here. Next up is... And then, hi Mitha, welcome in. You got a new chain, oh my goodness. Protector indeed. Well, it's like really satisfying because if you're already dead, you know, a lot of times the only thing you have left to do when you're dead is just work on your tasks. But that gives you something to do after you finish your tasks, right? You can like pick somebody to basically be the bodyguard for when you know that they're in like a dangerous predicament. Then you can protect them and keep them from dying. I think it's a really interesting mechanic, you know? It gives the people who are already dead a little something else to live for, you know? Vibes immaculate, cozy quick, yeah, get comfy, comfy, comfy. Support main energy. Oh my god, dude, I'm like, I cannot play like first person shooters and stuff like that. Like those like types of like shooter attack games like Valorant and like Overwatch and stuff. It's so bad. I installed Overwatch to play with my partner because they wanted to play Overwatch with me. This was like fucking 2 years ago, right? And so I installed Overwatch and I never played before. Very much a baby, very goo goo gaga, if you will. And so I'm trying to do the support, you know, I'm trying to keep track of everything. I'm literally learning. I've only been playing this game for like 2 hours, and after like just like this like one online match, I got like berated. They were like, you need to uninstall. Like you're a filthy, miserable failure. You need to uninstall your Overwatch game right now. You need to just delete your entire computer. You're so fucking worthless. And I'm like, bro, we're all the same rank. We're all the same rank. We're not even ranked, bro. I've been playing this game 2 hours. You think I'm ranked right now? Like, they're scary. People are so scary and mean. It's like, come on, dude. You're not even like, you're not even good if you're in the same rank as me, dude. Like, God. But yeah, people are just like really, like really scary about that kind of stuff. It's very toxic. Like, I get you want to win or whatever, but like, we're not that deep in, bro. That's literally the only reason why I don't go anywhere near team match, yeah. That's just the online scene. You gotta laugh at them or mute or bait them. I don't want to deal with that at all. I don't want to have to do all of that shit, so I don't touch it with a 10-foot pole, man. It discourages you from even wanting to keep playing and like attempt to get better, because it's like if you do one minor thing wrong, or if you weren't playing perfectly, it's all, they can easily shovel all the blame on the failure of the game onto you. How are you? I'm good. How are you, Jenny? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, a lot of the people in those scenes are very intense. Yeah, same with like, I tried playing League. A lot of the people in League are very intense too. So I tried playing League. I tried playing Overwatch. I think I did play Valorant once. Yeah, and so I'm just like, no thanks. It's not it's not for me. I'm fine sticking with my visual novels. Respect, weirdly enough, for someone for me back in Overwatch and got kind of good. Oh. Yeah, I have trouble with that too. Yeah, so I'm just like, I don't even bother. Like, I'm gonna be bad at the game. I know going into it, I'm bad at first person shooters. I'm bad at like shooter types and hero shooters. So I don't normally play them because I don't really have fun with it. It's not really my type of game, but a lot of my friends are really into the hero shooters. So they'll usually be like, oh yeah, you know, play with us. Oh God, like I played Fortnite. Oh God, Fortnite was so painful. I felt so bad. Luckily my team was very nice because my team was like my partner and their friend, right? So they basically carried me. But I tried. I distinctly remember there was a memory. I had a gun, right? I don't what gun? Couldn't fucking tell you. But I picked up a gun and I saw somebody like 30 feet away. So I started just like shooting and I tried so hard. I was just unloading clips. They were out in the open too. And I missed them. I did not fucking hit them. We ended up getting the victory royale and I got the achievement for pacifist for winning without a single kill. And not from a lack of trying, bro. Not from a lack of trying. I was definitely trying to kill people. But, did you know that's something you can get in Fortnite? You can get like a pacifist like achievement thing for winning without killing anybody. Did you know that's something you could do? I only found out through my pure lack of skill that that's something that can happen. Yeah, my team literally carried me to victory. I did not help at all. I did not help in the slightest. They were basically my bodyguards. And they did very well. But it was, I felt so embarrassed by it. I was like, oh my God, dude, I'm so bad at this. Oh my gosh. Also, hi, Gecko Mix. Welcome in. The fact that it was unintentional is the funniest part. Yeah. No, it was not from a lack of, I had my guns. I was trying to shoot people. It was just not a single bullet hit. It just did not connect with anybody. I don't know. I wasn't built for war, dude. I was in fact not built for war. Yeah, I bring the snacks, healing, and drive the car. Yeah. Also, hi, Sola. Welcome in. There's a bodyguard. Oh, yeah. It is very funny, though. It was just so ridiculous. I felt so bad about it. I was like, oops. It's okay, Dad. We can't all be good at shooter games. Some of us excel in puzzles and visual novel type games instead. Yeah, I love puzzles. I think puzzles are a lot of fun. But yeah, no, that was so embarrassing. That's why you don't see me streaming me playing first person shooters or anything like that. Oh God. So embarrassing. Hope you're all doing well. Yeah, hope you're doing well too, Sola. Welcome in. All right, we got all the cards for you, Alex, for your love reading. So in order of left to right, we've got the 10 of coins, we've got the 3 of cups, and we have the 6 of wands. So, Indy's a man of care and scholarly nature, not a man of war. Exactly. I'm a scholar. I'm a lover, not a fighter, you know? That's all it is. This is who I'm meant to be. I was not born and bred for the horrors of war. I'm there to comfort you. Yeah, I'm a lover. Well, let's go ahead and start breaking this down for you. Starting with the 10 of coins, Alex. Beautiful voice and model. Aw, thank you so much. I made my model myself. I drew it myself. But yeah, so we start with the 10 of coins. And the 10 of coins is a card of security and stability. It's also a card of wealth. It feels like right now you've got, I think, kind of everything you need sort of cooking in the pot for the chance for love, right? It feels like you've got like the secured network, you've got the stability, you've got everything kind of going for you. It's just a matter of actually finding someone at the moment. Is really what it feels like. It feels like you've got everything prepared. You got everything decorated, you got the house ready kind of stuff, the metaphorical house ready, you know, and now you're just waiting for them to arrive kind of thing. Yeah, he's a midnight reader. They divine tarot by the sun. You mean by the moon? A lover wish I had the eyes emote. Yeah, I got the heart eyes. Yeah, I got you. Don't worry. I also followed up with the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups is a card of, there are a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of different directions you can go in, and none of them are really wrong, right? It's just a matter of your own personal preference of which direction do you want to go to actually find somebody, to actually put yourself out there. There's a lot of different ways you can do it to help yourself be seen, to meet new people, to potentially find a new lover. It's just a matter of what you think is the best for you right now. Yeah, the night sun, aka the moon. Yeah, alright, the night sun. That's like me calling my fucking humidifier the wetinator. It's sure, I guess. Technically speaking. Alright, and then we followed up with the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is a card of a break, right? Taking a rest, connecting with friends, taking a breather, giving yourself the chance to just really let things play out as they should, right? So in this, it feels like the card is saying, like, you've got everything ready. You've done all that you need to do. But rather than stress about specifically finding somebody, I think the best choice for you is to breathe, relax, unwind. You're gonna look your most attractive anyways when you're just having a good time with your friends, right? So I think take this chance to really just stop, breathe, rest, relax, have a good time with your friends, reconnect with the people that matter to you. And I feel like being your best, most authentic self in that way is going to draw more people towards you. Technically correct is the best kind of correct, I suppose. And that sort of also rings doubly so with your Oracle card, Alex, which is Earthworm, which is a card of clarity, but also rumination, right? Taking the time to really stop and think. You know, you sometimes just gotta just stick your feet in the dirt. Stick your feet, you gotta ground yourself, really. Ground yourself, relax with your friends, sort of go back to your roots, if you will, in a sense, and just breathe in deep. And just let yourself fully, genuinely relax, right? When you stress too much about actually finding a lover, you're gonna scare the hose away. Simply put, you're gonna scare the hose away if you try too hard about it. It's one thing to put yourself out there, let yourself be seen, let yourself be known. But if you try too hard, you're gonna scare them away, right? And then that brings us to your Yu-Gi-Oh card, which is Dragged Down into the Grave. Both players reveal their hands. Each chooses one card from their opponent's hand, and then you discard the chosen cards from both players' hands, and then both players draw a card, right? So very much like the feeling of it's mutual vulnerability, right? Also, thanks for the lurk, Ren. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Or I guess good morning, since you're getting breakfast. Have a good breakfast. Yeah. But it is very much, I think, just being open about yourself and your vulnerabilities, but just living your best life as you are right now without trying to force anything to happen. It's one thing to just put yourself out there, let yourself be seen, let yourself be known, like, hey, I'm available, I'm single, anyway, I'm gonna go chill with my friends, you know? And just sort of having that sort of relaxed atmosphere about it is gonna allow more people to sort of be like, oh, okay, well, let me see what they're about. Let me check their vibe when they're with their friends. That's usually what most people do, is they want to see what you're like with the people you're already close to. Because it's really hard to gauge your personality when you're around strangers. Because you kind of hide your personality when you're around strangers, right? It is very much this whole, well, I don't know how much of myself I can truly be, but when you're with your friends, you can crack jokes all the time, you can let loose, you can, you know, throw a couple of, you know, jokes at each other. You're having a good time. You're keeping it loose, you're keeping it relaxed. That's gonna be the most appealing version of yourself that you can show to somebody, is the you that you are when you are with your close friends. So like I said, just spend some time with your friends, relax, have fun, have a good time, and people will take notice of who you are and how you present yourself and how you act when you feel safe, when you feel like you can be vulnerable, right? So, you know, let the card slip a little bit. Let yourself be seen for who you are. And in turn, they'll do it back for you. You know? I hope that makes sense, Alex. Fingers crossed. But I think you got a lot of good stuff going for you. It's just a matter of ironically, don't try so hard. And it'll make it easier. You know? But yeah, there you go. Being perceived is kind of scary. Well, I think that's where the friends come in as well. Because then you're not alone either whenever you're riffing it with friends. You got your friends who have your back to keep things chill and relaxed in the atmosphere. Versus like, if you're alone in a public place versus when you're with your friends in a public place, it's a lot easier for you to let loose and show yourself as you are. You know, because you have people who have your back, who can like vouch for you, like, yeah, man, you're doing great. You're so cool, bro. Like, you're totally gonna pass the class of ordering your coffee from the barista. That is a normal. You're gonna get a good grade in ordering coffee, you know, which is a totally normal thing to be able to accomplish and achieve. Also, hi Thomas, welcome in. You gotta have your network of support. Really, it is the best to be able to see somebody's character based off of who they interact with. I think that is the best way to see. Because some people are very, like, some people, like me, I look very, very closed off and very, some people have said I look scary when I'm by myself. When I'm not, like, with my friends, I kind of have, like, resting bitch face, which isn't intentional. It's just the way my face looks. But I look scary, apparently, right? But whenever I'm with my friends, and whenever I'm like joking with my friends, or even like whenever I'm like joking with like my coworkers back at like my old job, people would tell me, they're like, oh my god, wait, you're actually like chill, you're actually like funny. And I'm like, yeah. They're like, but you look so scary, you look so angry. And I'm like, I'm really not angry at all. I'm just tired. It's like 7 a.m. and I'm here at a customer service job, bro. I'm just tired. Or they'll like notice how I like flip my switch for like my customer service persona too. And then once the customers are gone, I just default back to my neutral blank slate. But it's like it's a chance to really show who you actually are when people see you interacting with other people, right? It helps them be able to be like, oh, okay, this is what they're actually like, you know? Yeah. Also, hi, Lazy, welcome in. Hi, Tengu, welcome in. My brother has the same issue, like with the default mean mug. Yeah. It's just the way I look, man. I'm genuinely, I mean, I'm from the South. I'm a pretty personable, pretty friendly person. I'm pretty solid with like small talk too. Like, old people love to small talk with me. So I'm very good at talking with old people. But yeah, the younger ones tend to be scared of me. But if an older person approaches me and they start talking about the weather and shit, I'm right there with them. We are discussing the weather, right? I also have resting bitch face, especially when I try. I don't know if you remember you, Dr. Foley. Yeah, I remember you. Of course I remember you. I did notice that you got your name changed, but I did still recognize you. Hope you've been doing well. Yeah, I mean, that's why it's best, I think, to just be able to show people what you're like with people you're comfortable with, like your friends or like your amicable coworkers and stuff like that. You know, that's just a better way for people to see other sides of you and how you would act around friends, aka how you would act around them if they interacted with you. It makes it a lot easier to sort of, I think, break that ice and like bridge that barrier to you actually getting closer to each other. You know, because I'm like, oh, they're actually chill as fuck, right? So that's like the key thing is, I think, just show what you're like around your friends, and that's gonna help other people see what they could be like if they were your friend, you know, or even something a little more. All right, next up is Magikarp. Alright, and Mexican Magikarp wants a love roasting. I get asked for directions so much and I have an awful sense of direction. I gotta look less approachable. See, old people love me. Old people do approach me and talk to me all the time. It's the young people that are scared of me. I think the old people can just tell that I'm just like exhausted and not actually angry. I don't know. Old people love me though. Whenever my friends introduce me to their parents love me, dude. To be fair, I said I know the card's gonna roast me. It's okay. I remember this one time when I drove past one of my friends and they messaged me later that day and asked if I was okay. Apparently I looked miserable when I drove by. Oh no, Lazy. It's okay. It's okay, Lazy. Oh my gosh, I want to say I started watching you a couple years ago so I could learn how people do readings, and it helped me a lot. Now I'm running a little tarot biz, and I got 17 gigs so far this year. Tomorrow Halloween party and Saturday at Carnival. Watching you is a really big part of my growth, and I really appreciate you. You're so sweet, Thomas. I'm really glad that I could help, even though I'm also just like chilling and practicing. I'm glad that I can be helpful. I'm proud of you. I'm so glad you were able to get gigs. I never really thought about like doing it for money. That'd be kind of baller, but I feel bad about it. I don't know if I'm good enough to do it for real money. But that could be fun. I feel like I'm too chill with it to do it for money. I feel awkward. I don't think I'm at the professional standards. But I'm really happy that you're able to score that bag and be able to have those gigs and do Halloween parties. That's so cool. Did you know Victorians, in the Victorian era, whenever they would throw Halloween parties and stuff like that, they actually did have fortune tellers at their Halloween parties? Isn't that so cool? That was like a whole thing. They would have like fortune tellers and tarot card readings and stuff like that at the Victorian like Halloween parties. I would give you so many dimmed dollars if I could, if you were a local reader. Oh my gosh, I could check out Gig Salad. Oh my gosh, Gig Salad. You make like 100 an hour? Whoa. Whoa. You can do gigs and get paid. You're better than I mean, I've never gotten a reading from you, so I don't know about that. I don't know if that's actually the case. I'm sure you've got your own charm, man. You've got your own thing that draws people to you. You wouldn't be getting the gigs otherwise. Alright, let's see what we got for your love reading / potential roasting, Magikarp. What we got for you? Okay. Okay. And now, let's see. We are gonna also give you a Yu-Gi-Oh card because Ren did pay for a Yu-Gi-Oh card as well. Kind of weird, but anyone reading Dungeon Crawler Carl? I've never heard of that. What is that? This is a very interesting Yu-Gi-Oh card to get with this reading. Alright, let's go ahead and put these up on the screen for you, Magikarp, starting with... go. And then the last card is... Oh, yeah, it's Fierce. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. We've got... This is the Knight of Cups. There we go. All right. We got all of the cards for you. Who's reading? We're currently doing Mexican Magikarp's love reading. Yes, this is Magikarp's reading. So in order of left to right for you, Magikarp, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, we've got the reverse Nine of Cups, and we have the Knight of Cups. And then for your Yu-Gi-Oh card, we have Paralyzing Potion. This says a lot to me. The Paralyzing Potion genuinely says a lot to me. But let's go ahead and let's start breaking this down for you, starting with the Wheel of Fortune. I heard Mexican magic cards. Magikarp, like the Pokemon. I can next read yes or no. I need to wake up early in the morning. Let me check the queue. Where are you in the queue? After Magikarp, it is Engar, and then after Engar, it's Kazi, and then after Kazi, it's Who Watches the Watch, I think? Well, let me make sure. Let me make sure I didn't skip anybody. Trying to see where you are. Yeah, it's Kazi, Who Watches the Watch, and then Leonix, and then it's you. So you're kind of towards the end. Jenny, oh my gosh, Legend of Goddard. Thank you for the follow as well. Oh my gosh, where are you people coming from? There you go. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope y'all are doing well. So guy survives the end of the world via alien invasion, then goes into the dungeon, which is a death game. If you beat the dungeon, Earth's back. I see. So it's like a comic? It's like a webtoon, or like a classic like web comic, or like a comic. Yeah, so we got all the cards. We got all the cards for you. Oh my gosh, hi Marsh, welcome in. We got all the cards for you, Magikarp. And you wake up at 5 a.m. Well, you should go to sleep. It's okay if you can't get it right now, Jenny. It's okay. I had a webtoon now, but it's a full novel. Gotcha. That's cool. I do like reading a lot of webtoons, for sure. Okay, back to the reading. Back to the reading for Mexican Magikarp. So, for your love reading, we start with the Wheel of Fortune, which is a card of things kind of moving. It feels like things are changing. These are moving forward, maybe into a potentially good position for you as well. It's a card of change, maybe even potential luck. Feels like maybe you'll stumble across a surprise opportunity, right? Maybe somebody that you connect with, right? Planning on writing a book? Oh my gosh, yeah. Writing is so much fun. I do enjoy writing. Yeah, and then we followed up, interestingly, with the reverse Nine of Cups, right? And while the Nine of Cups is normally a card about storing things up for an oasis, prepping yourself for the future, abundance and self-reliance, in its reverse, it's kind of like what initially seemed to be a good thing might have been sort of like a trick of the light. Feels like maybe you got a little bit fooled, and maybe like things aren't what they actually seem. And to me, I don't know if this is necessarily the case. I think this is your fear. To me, this reads like this is your fear, that you're scared that the good thing that comes up is not real, that it's all somehow a trick. That's how it reads to me. Not that it actually is, but rather this is what you think. You think, no, this can't be real. I must be exaggerating this. There's no way that they would actually like me. Like, that'd be stupid. Like, that's how it kind of reads in my brain. It's like they're clearly just trying to use me for something, or this is just a joke. There's no way they actually like me back. They like you back. I think they like you back because we followed up with the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is very like artistic, very imaginative, very much like a dreamer. But this is very much like a card of like one of those like hopeless romantic types, somebody who wears their heart on their sleeve, somebody who's very open with how they feel and who they love and who they're interested in, and the fact that they want to pursue love, right? That they want to fight for love. So to me, this reads as like, you want to be in a relationship, you want to find somebody special, you want to be there. It feels like maybe you've even found somebody that like you feel that connection with, but you are kind of stopping yourself from getting that. You're kind of standing in your own way because you're like, but what if it's not actually? But what if I just simply don't do anything and this will pass? There's no way they actually like me, right? That's where the paralyzing potion's kind of coming in here, your Yu-Gi-Oh card. A non-machine type monster equipped with this card cannot attack. All right? Literally freezing yourself into place, stopping yourself from making a move. It feels like your biggest obstacle right now in love is yourself, in the sense of you are stopping yourself from finding the opportunities that are quite possibly and quite literally at your doorstep, right? So I think the best thing for yourself is to just put yourself out there. Try to believe in the best of people. Don't, I think, assume that you're that they're out there to try to get you, or they're out there to try to hurt you or betray you or trick you. You know, try to have like the best possible intentions. Try to believe that people have good intentions. I think that's the key here. Believe that people are doing things with good intentions in mind 99.9% of the time. Not everybody is going to be doing things all the time with good intentions, but 99% of the time, people are, even when they do bad things or things that are hurtful, they're not usually doing it with malice. They're not usually doing it specifically to spite you or specifically to fuck you up. Normally it's just like they were trying to do a good thing, but it kind of messed up and now it's turned into a whole other thing, you know. A lot of people are trying to do good things, and we are people, and therefore we fuck up a lot. So it definitely feels like this is sort of a reminder to you of assume the best in people and go for it, right? It feels like you've already got love right in front of you. You just need to actually act on it. And you are stopping yourself from enjoying the wonderful sort of beauty of the world through your fear of people's intentions. You know? I was, oh my gosh, thank you for the 3 watch streak, Spicy Palm. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, I hope that helps, Magikarp. Fingers crossed. You gotta get out there. Stop getting in your own way. I believe in you. It feels like love is very much closer than you think. Whose reading we doing next? Next up is Engar. Engar's reading. Now that reading sounds too good to be true. There's no way the cards are saying that JK lol. I'm telling you, it really does feel like you are getting in your own way of love. I think odds are there's probably somebody who's already low-key crushing on you. They're probably flirting with you. And you're like, nah, they probably do this with everyone. They're probably not doing anything. So, you know, there's no way they actually like me. Go for it. Just go for it. Shoot your shot. The worst that can happen is that maybe they were just being friendly. Oh no. The horror. Life goes on. But you will never be able to go out with somebody if you don't ask them out, you know? You will never truly know if they like you until at least one of you gains the balls to tell them the truth, that you like them or that they like you. And odds are they're probably just as scared of rejection as you are. Everybody's scared of rejection. Nobody wants to get rejected. Nobody wants to be told, oh, sorry, I don't really feel the same way about you, you know? Nobody really wants that. So, that prevents a lot of people from taking the step, right? But you'll never know for a fact, and you'll never know what you could have if you don't try. And if they say, oh, no, I don't really think about you that way, then you can just go, oh, okay, no problem. We can still be friends. We can still, you know, hang out. It's not a big deal. It's only bad when you get fucking weird about it, all right? It is, you are only going to ruin that stuff whenever you get really fucking weird and creepy about it. Example, If they say, "Oh, I'm really sorry, I don't really feel that way about you," and your response is, "Fuck you, bitch, I don't like you anyway, you're probably a fucking whale. I only asked you out of pity." Bah, wrong. 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 Incorrect. That is you deflecting. Sorry, I've gotten so many people like that. So many people who, as soon as you politely try to reject them, they have to be like, actually, I didn't even like you anyway. I was just asking you out of pity. It's like, yeah, sure you were, bro. Sure you were. It's okay. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel sad if you get rejected. But don't do anything weird. No, they say no thanks. I'm like, nah, Darius said you did want to. No, do not fucking say that. That's so bad. That's also incorrect. Bah. Red light going up. Don't do that either. No, if they say, oh no, I just wanted to be, because sometimes, listen, here's the secret. Sometimes some people will initially, I'm not saying this all the time, but sometimes, in some occasions, sometimes people will initially reject you. Speaking from personal experience, they'll initially reject you, but now you've planted that seed in their mind. The idea of you being together, because odds are they rejected you not because they don't think you're a cool person or anything like that, but because they never really thought about you like that before. But now that you've mentioned it and you put that idea in their mind, now they start thinking about it a little more, and then they kind of like, wait, actually, that could be kind of nice. And then sometimes they'll come back and they'll confess to you. Not all the time, but that has happened on occasion where you initially get rejected, but you handle it well. You handle it chill. You act cool. You're like, hey, yeah, no problem. It's cool. It is what it is. I get it, you know. And you move on and you move forward and you do your own thing. And then sometimes they're kind of like, wait, they're actually kind of chill. They're actually kind of, I didn't really think about it before, but now that you've mentioned it to me, I can't stop thinking about like relationships and stuff like that, you know? and then you start thinking about potential relationships, and then they end up developing a crush on you. Uno reverse. You Uno reversed your crush. Doesn't happen all the time. It's like a 15% chance, 20% maybe. 20% chance of spawning the seed of relationship in that, just by confessing and being chill about the rejection. And sometimes I'll come back and be like, actually, you know, I've thought about it since that whole confession. I don't know if you still feel the same way about me anymore, but I'm not saying this always works, but you'd be surprised. If you're fucking chill, dude. If you're just chill, you'd be surprised how far things can go. Or even crazier, there's one time I asked a guy out, and he was very sweet. He rejected me. And I went to another friend, and I was like, literally like not even like 20 minutes after I had just like gotten rejected. I go to my other friend. I'm like telling my other friend about it. I'm like, I'm really sad about it. And he's like comforting me. And we ended up going out. I did not confess to him. That just kind of ended up happening. You'd be fucking surprised how things just kind of work out like that. It just kind of bounces around. So just, you know, just be chill, be cool. But you know, it is what it is. Life happens, things happen. Be chill. Be chill. If it doesn't work out with this person, it'll work out with somebody. You just gotta let the cards fall as they fall. Let the wind carry you where it takes you, you know? So I don't Uno reverse and say no to them. No. Don't. If you like them, don't reject them. I'm not saying you should be playing hard to get. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying just be cool. Be cool. You know? That's all. If you like them, there's no reason for you to say no. I'm pretty sure there's a whole fucking anime about that. Isn't there an anime about a guy who gets rejected, so he gets like hella shredded and tries to make himself like super attractive so that way she'll fall in love with him and then he can reject her? Isn't that like the whole plot of like an anime? I don't remember what it was called though. But that is an actual anime. Dude got like rejected. So he goes on like the bodybuilding trip to make himself hot as fuck, and then in high school Tries to get her to fall in love with him so he could reject him. Yeah, I wish there was a season 2 though. He starts falling for her. Yeah, don't do that. Life is not an anime, bro. Don't fucking do that. Anyway. Next up, we've got Engar's reading. And Engar says, I know I had a love reading last week, but I'd like another if it's okay. Stuff is very interesting. Oh my gosh. You got a whole berry farm over there? That's very interesting. What kind of berry? Is it like raspberry, strawberry, blueberry, blackberry, mulberry? What kind of berries you got growing over there? Well, let's see what we got for you, Engar. Banana. I forgot banana is technically a berry. That's so fucked up, Leonix. You know I'm allergic to bananas. Many berry. I do love berries. Now including lazy. Yeah, no worries, no worries. It's okay. Only one I don't have is cranberries. Oh my god, dude, I fucking love cranberries. The cranberry jelly that you have at Thanksgiving, that is my shit. I made my own homemade cranberry orange jelly from scratch one year for Thanksgiving, and that shit was so good. It was so good on toast too, even. Like it was good with the Thanksgiving meal, but it was so good on toast. I do love cranberries. I'm also a big fan of cranberry juice. Cranberries need more love. So do I. It's great, but I know something about the farming. Oh, it's about all the wolf spiders that are in the cranberry bogs. Oh my god. A romantic date idea. We hold hands and we walk into the cranberry bogs, and all of the wolf spiders climb on top of us in order to escape the flooding. And we scream. Isn't that so romantic? What? They're so pretty though. I do love seeing the cranberry bogs, but yeah, that's horrifying to think there's so many spiders. Is that romantic? You have no sense of romance. It's okay. It's okay, Leonix. We can't all have my sense of romantic charm. There's only one of me after all. Alright, let's see what we got for your love reading, Engar. I'm the romantic-est. I read that as romanticist. I was like, you're doing what to your romance? Like, I'm not afraid of spiders, but like, hands will be held and pants may be soiled or filled with spiders. Yeah. Yeah, if I see a spider, one spider, it's like, okay, you're just minding your business. You're a chill guy. Live your life. Live your life, individual, singular spider, you know? I would even, in some cases, even get like the cup and the paper and just kind of scoop and toss them out, right? It's chill. I can handle one spider. Two spiders, we start going, okay, maybe they're friends. Maybe they're friends. I'll just leave them both alone. Three spiders, I'm leaving. I'm going somewhere else. It's the spider's house for now, right? I'm headed out, right? Anything more than that, it's I'm not paying rent there anymore. It's the spiders have started squatting the property. I'm not worried about that anymore. It's their building, not mine. It's like one is fine. I can even ignore one. But God, imagine like thousands. Ugh. Ugh. They're wonderful for the ecosystem. They're so important to the environment. I love what they do for the environment, but they still freak me the hell out. I like them at a distance, please. Well, the spiders are my friends. Let them all in. No, 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 thank you. I'll have to pass on that. You can be the spider house. I'm not doing that. Puts a mug in cranberry bog. Your frothing mug of spiders, sir. Bone apple teeth. Let me just take a sip of spiders. Oh my god, oh my god, core memory fucking unlocked. You have no idea. So when I was a kid, when I was like, oh god, I was probably like 7. I grew up in a Christian house, right? So when I was 7, I got baptized, right? Y'all know what a baptism is, right? Just like throwing that out there. Y'all know what a baptism is? But anyway, so the church didn't really have like a proper like baptism like thing. They didn't have like a proper like baptism area. So what they would do is we would go to somebody's house where they had a pool, right? It'd be like one of the families of like the church. They had like a really big nice pool. So everyone would go to their house for the baptisms, and the pastors would get in the pool, and the people who were getting baptized would go into the pool and get dunked, right? That's the baptism thing, right? I remember I was like 7 and I'm getting baptized in the pool, and there is a spider floating in the water, and I swallowed that motherfucker. I was horrified. I swallowed a spider during my baptism, bro. Ah, God, I forgot about that. Oh my God. I fucking forgot. It was in the water. You're not supposed to eat the holy spider. How big was it? It was like, I mean, it wasn't like a massive spider. It was like, maybe, I have to remember, because I was also a kid. It was probably like this. Hold on, let me grab my ruler so I can compare. It was probably only like, maybe, like 3 centimeters, roughly. It was probably only like 3 centimeters. It wasn't like huge. It wasn't like massive. It wasn't like I swallowed like an Australian spider. It wasn't Australian, okay? It wasn't an Australian spider. It was a small spider. But I distinctly remember I saw the spider floating in the water whenever I got into the pool for the baptism. And then like they dunked me before I could fully close my mouth from taking in the deep breath, because you take like the breath before they dunk you, so you have oxygen when you're underwater or whatever. And I wasn't fully done with my deep breath when they dunked me in, so my mouth was still open, and so it created like that kind of like vortex whirlpool where like a little bit of like the water goes into your mouth too when you go under, and the spider was like right there by my head, so he went into my mouth and I swallowed, and I got up from like the water and I realized there was no spider in the pool anymore. And I realized what I had done. I realized that series of events that had happened. Oh God, it was almost as bad as the time I was forced to eat a piece of bar soap and I was so scared I was gonna burp bubbles I started crying, dude. What a life to live. You swallow 8 spiders a year. No, I'm not Spider Jorg. That was an outlier and should not be counted, alright? I'm sorry, Indy, that's wild. I completely fucking forgot about that until you mentioned mug of spiders. And like I thought about drinking spiders, and then that like unlocked that fucking memory for me. I completely repressed that memory and you brought it back. You found the key and you just unlocked the vault of sealed memories. Oh. Crazy. Absolutely fucking crazy. No wonder there's something wrong with me, dude. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Imagine you get baptized at the same time as a giant and they swallow your ass. Oh no, the spider was getting baptized too. Oh my God. Recovered the memories. God, yeah, but at what cost? But at what cost, dude? Oh, absolutely fucking crazy. Horrifying. Maybe that's why Christianity didn't work out for me. I was baptized with a spider. It planted the seed of doubt. You swallowed Jesus, spider Christ. Yeah, no wonder. No wonder I eventually left the church. That was a little bit of the devil getting swallowed within me. He was always there, lurking deep inside. That's why I can never truly be pure and free. Christian Spider-Man backstory. Oh my god. I could have been Bible Man's assistant. Oh my god, do you know Bible Man? Did any of y'all watch Bible Man as a kid? Do y'all... The loincloth of truth, bro? Do you even remember Bible Man? Any of you? The heck is Bible Man? Oh my god. Okay, so Bible Man was a superhero TV show, live action TV show, where Bible Man was the hero who was cloaked in the justice of Christ and the Bible, and he quoted scriptures, and all of his powers came from the scriptures. Right? So like all the different stuff he would say were like scriptures that he was quoting from the Bible. And those would be like also like references to like his different like actual literal physical weapons. But he would also put on his armor. Okay. And stuff like that. And because like they mentioned like the like in the Bible vaguely, I don't remember the whole thing, but one of them was like, and you must girdle yourself with the loincloth of truth and stuff like that. So as Bible Man's like getting dressed in his suit of Bible Man armor, you guys should look up Bible Man, by the way. You should Google what Bible Man looks like. Let me fucking... He looks so ridiculous, dude. They made an animated series of that shit too. Oh my god. They made an anime. I only ever watched the live action, dude. That's crazy. But I asked, do you have any favor with Loki? I don't know. I haven't really dabbed up Loki in a hot minute. Who knows? I don't know if we're chill like that. I mean, I'd be chill with it if we were chill like that, but I mean, I can't say. Why he looked like the miraculous hawk moth. He does. Holy shit. Wait, you're not even wrong. Oh my god. Did Hawkmoth rip off of Bible Man? I've had enough PTSD of religion club. Yeah. I mean, I grew up in a very, very strict Christian environment. I went to church every Sunday and Wednesday, like my entire growing up as a kid. So I watched a lot of VeggieTales. I watched a lot of Bible Man. All kinds of stuff. Oh, God. Yeah. I wasn't allowed to wear pants. I was only allowed to wear skirts. So, yeah. I went through the whole religious trauma stuff, too. So, I'm no longer Christian, but I'm well versed in the Christian culture, I suppose you could say. Doesn't Bible Man have a lightsaber? It's like a golden lightsaber. Yeah. It's the sword of like justice or truth or whatever. I don't know. It's like I said, it's based off of the whole the loincloth of truth and justice or whatever. The sword of whatever, the helmet of righteousness and all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it was a whole thing. 100 pillows. Oh my god, Tony, thanks for the 100 pillows. Oh my gosh, hitting the girdle of truth. That's what it was. Yeah. And the helmet of righteousness and the chest plate of whatever. It was like a whole list of all the shit that he had to put on to show that he was Bible Man or whatever. You know how it is. Glad I can enlighten y'all with Bible Man. Why are you so dang cute? Cute. I'm talking about Bible Man. I love just like one normal item on. Yeah, yeah. He puts on the helmet of righteousness, the chest plate of yeah, the sword of the spirit. That's what it was. Yeah. The girdle of truth and gun. And gun. When all else fails, when the spirit and the strength of the word of the Lord cannot pierce through the evils of the world, that is when Bible Man refers to his last resort. Gun. Evil is no more. Time to look up Bible Man on AO3. Oh my god. His compression socks. No. Those are the compression socks of compassion. I'll have you know. All right. Your fish pack can move now. Yeah, he's animated. He's a friendly fella. I gotta actually pull out the cards for this reading for you, Engar. I got sidetracked by Bible Man. Let's see what we got for your love reading. Bible Man's kit sounds like it could stack up against Alucard from Helsing. Yeah. Oh my god. Instead of vampires, though, he's hunting sinners. He's like the Batman of the Bible. And then let me grab your oracle card. Derry getting sidetracked, completely unexpected. Hey. But sinners are vampires? Well, vampires are sinners, but not all sinners are vampires. It's like all squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares kind of thing. It's the same thing. I was thinking like Bible Man is going hard with some Old Testament, smoking some fools. Yeah. Oh, just look at the hit film Sinners. I do need to watch Sinners. I do need to watch that. I haven't watched it yet. But I've only ever heard like good things about it. So it is on my list of movies I do want to watch. And then let's grab your Yu-Gi-Oh card. Let's see what we got for your Yu-Gi-Oh card. Ever seen a Blue Exorcist where they read the Bible and the demons explode? Oh my god, dude, I love Blue Exorcist. It's been so long since I watched it though. But it is very funny. Okay. let me drink some water. Clear my throat. Are you going to sleep? Yeah, let me get that sleep protection spell for you. Let me see what we got for you. Power bestowed upon me by the darkness of the realm. I enact my contract with you in exchange for your magic. Absorb the darkness of my target and leave no trace, so their dreams may be as gentle as the night stars. Nightmare Devourer! There you go. I hope you sleep well, Red. If not, no refunds or returns. So, fingers crossed that worked. Thanks, Innovation. No problem. Let's go ahead and put these cards up on the screen for you, Engar, for your love reading. And then we've got... And then the last card is... There we go. All right. We got all the cards for you, Engar, for your love reading. In order of left to right, we have the Fool, we have the reverse 10 of Coins, and we have the 3 of Cups reversed. And then for your Oracle card, we've got preserves, like fruit preserves. And then for your Yu-Gi-Oh card, we have Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. The apex of spooky season approaches. Yeah. Speaking of, Saturday, we're continuing community night. We're gonna have a big bang of our last horror movies. We're watching, so we watched Scary Movie, and we already watched I Know What You Did Last Summer, right? So that means we'll be watching the parody of both of those movies. So we'll be having a parody Scary Movie. And then we'll be having I think Five Nights at Freddy's one. So we'll be watching Five Nights at Freddy's for the final, for our like a horror marathon. I think we did a poll for the last one, but yeah. Oh, we also watched Scooby-Doo, the live action movie. That one was a fun one too. Oh. We've been watching a lot of the characters from like a bunch of the different stuff. The actual FNAF one or the Nick Cage Kmart FNAF one. We have both on the server, so we could theoretically watch and have like a triple special. We'll see, but I think the one that we're currently to do is the actual FNAF one because it has Matthew Lillard. And we watched Scream, right? And which had Matthew Lillard in it, and then we watched Scooby-Doo, which also had Matthew Lillard in it. Yeah, and so now if we watch FNAF, that'll also have Matthew Lillard in it. He's just really good in horror stuff. I don't know. He was built for it. He was built for it. Yeah. But yeah, that's the plan so far. We'll see. I think we do have the Nick Cage one though also. This is the weirdest trilogy ever. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and start breaking these down for you, Engar, for your love reading, starting with the Fool. The Fool is a card of new beginnings. There's the freedom, the life with like a lack of responsibility. There's nothing tying you down. There's nothing holding you back. This is the start of your journey. So this could either be that, you know, you're not currently in a relationship, or maybe you just got out of a relationship. Whatever the case is, you're free, and you're free to go kind of wherever you want to, wherever the wind takes you, in a sense. You can see here with the dandelion, its seeds are kind of being carried ever which way with the breeze. There's the opportunity for you to go wherever you want. It's just a matter of letting the wind carry you where it wants to carry you. And, you know, wherever the wind blows, that's where you follow, right? It's I think a pretty solid opening for a love reading, because it shows that you're open to a lot of things, right? There's a lot of possibilities. It's just a matter of what path you'll end up personally walking. We do follow it up though with the reverse 10 of Coins. And the reverse 10 of Coins is kind of like a card of, you gotta take a step back and look at the bigger picture. I think maybe you're getting too hung up on the details of something. Maybe you've got your nose a little too close up to something and you're missing what's actually important right now, right? So the reverse 10 of Coins is like, take a step back, evaluate the whole situation as it is right now. To me, this sounds like there's probably someone or some possible people who you could be pursuing a relationship with. There is a possibility for love, right? But I think maybe you're getting too in your own head about stuff, and it's stopping you from really making a proper good decision for yourself, right? And this could be a lot of things. Low-key, this kind of reads like love triangle. Like maybe you've got multiple people you're kind of crushing on or flirting with, or whatever the case might be. It does feel like there's sort of like multiple sort of things happening here. Lots of stuff in the soup, if you will. But the reverse 10 of Coins also tells us to be careful and take note of what you have and what you want. Otherwise, you could lose it, right? What is most important to you right now, right? What are the things that matter to you right now? Because if you are not careful, you could end up losing it, right? That's what the reverse ten of coins reminds us of, is like, take stock of what you treasure. We also followed up with the reverse three of cups. And the reverse three of cups is kind of like, there are a lot of different options. There are a lot of different directions you can go in, but there's definitely a better option. There's definitely an option that is definitely better for you. Right? There's the chance for you to kind of think about what's actually going to give you that sense of satisfaction. What's actually going to give you that sense of moving forward. Because it feels like maybe you're technically winning, things are technically successful right now, but it's not bringing you joy. It's not sparking joy with you. And I think the key thing here to analyze is, why are you not feeling that happiness that maybe you thought you would right now, right? Also, thank you for the head pat. So it definitely feels like you're like, I'm doing everything right. Technically, I'm doing everything by the book. It should be going well. But why am I not satisfied? Why am I not happy? Why does it feel like it's not enough, right? And I think now is the chance for you to really stop and consider other options for what you want to do and how you want to make things happen. And that brings us to your oracle card, which is preserve, like fruit preserves, which is a card of security, forethought, and thriftiness, right? I think take into account what you want to envision yourself doing in the future. What are your future goals, especially in terms of love? Are you looking for just like quick flings to build up like your confidence, or just to have fun? Are you ready for commitment? Is that something you're looking for? Is a committed partner a committed relationship? Are you looking for maybe something monogamous? Are you looking for something more poly and open? Whatever the case is, I think you really have to stop and evaluate what it is you picture yourself doing in the future. What is it that you feel like you genuinely really want? Because maybe it's right now you don't want anything casual. You can't picture yourself really committing to anything right now. Okay, that's fine. But that means that you shouldn't be pursuing people who are looking for something more committed, right? That means you should also be looking for fellow people who are looking for something more casual. Vice versa, if you're looking for something more committed, if you want to have like a dedicated relationship with maybe just one person, you probably shouldn't go out with the person who's poly, right? If you're only wanting one individual in your life. I think that's the most important thing, is sort of evaluating what matters most to you right now before you make your decisions. Because there are options. There are multiple options, multiple directions you can go in. But I think it's a matter of, but what's the one that will bring you joy? What's the one that will feel the most satisfying for you, right? And then that brings us to your Yu-Gi-Oh card, which is Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. Thunder Dragon? Thunder Dragon. Two heads are better than one. To me, it feels like you want something more personal, more intimate, right? Also, oh my god, Vivi, thank you so much for the 18 months. Oh my goodness. Thank you. But yeah, I think this really reads as like, it feels like what you're looking for is somebody who can be your other thunder dragon. You're a twin-headed thunder dragon. You're one of them. You're looking for your other thunder dragon. You're looking for your other head, you know? And to me, that reads as maybe the long-term commitment, somebody that you can really trust to have your back, somebody that you know when the going gets tough, they're right there next to you, right? And so I think moving forward, looking for love with these thoughts and ideas in mind of what you are looking for is going to really help you narrow down the search to actually find relationships that will work out longer for you, like more long-term for you, you know? So I think just really take the time to really stop and evaluate what matters most to you in terms of love, and how you can make sure that the people you are pursuing for love are hitting those like basic sort of criteria, right? You don't want to go out with somebody who's only interested in flings and like casual, you know, sex or whatever, if you're looking for a strong, long-lasting romantic commitment. That's not going to work for either of you. Neither of you are going to be happy with that, right? So I think understanding what's most important, what do you want to keep close to your heart, right? As you move forward. It's going to help you sort of narrow your options, but to find options that are better long-term anyways, you know? But yeah, I hope that helps, Engar. Fingers crossed. Alright, let's see. Next up after Engar. You're right about me looking for my second head. I'm open to poly, but it's been hard to even explore that option. Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is just what is most important to you when you're looking, right? And I think that's going to help push you in the right direction for where to look as well. Yeah. Next up is Kazi, who says, where and what/who is the negative energy in my house that's affecting me in my space? And the other about leaving for travel or adventure. Wait, so which one do you want? Which one do you want, Kazi? These are two different readings. Do you want the travel adventure reading, or do you want the kind of what's going on with the negativity in your house? Which one do you prefer, Kazi? I need to head to bed. Good night. Good night, Edgar. Sweet dreams. The second one. Okay, so about travel and adventure. Okay. Let's see what we got for your travel and adventure reading then. Get back in my hand. There we go. I kind of already know what to do, but I'm stuck, etc. with it. With the first one or with the second one? The negative energy or the travel adventure? Okay, well, let's see what the cards got to say about the travel adventure stuff for you. Another one of them fortune cookie bullshit. Dude, I love fortune cookies. Holy shit, they're so yummy. But yeah, let's see what we got for you, Kazi. Dude, I really want Chinese food. I'm actually like low-key craving Chinese food now. You get a cookie and a little paper that may or may not make sense. Yeah. I always get so sad whenever they forget the fortune cookie in my order, dude. I look forward to it. I could crush some orange chicken right now. Oh my god. The honey walnut shrimp at Panda Express. Oh, so fucking good, dude. Oh, and the veggie lo mein. I'm such a slut for veggie lo mein. I love veggie lo mein. I personally don't like the taste. They changed the recipe. Oh, of the orange chicken. It's been a while since I've eaten Panda Express. But I do like a lot of like the American Chinese food. It does hit. Did you ever get the cookie without the fortune? I don't think so. I think every time I've gotten it, I've gotten the fortune. I thought I'm so easily won over by chain Chinese food, but I am. Yeah. It's yummy. It's yummy. It's got its own charm to it. They're a chain for a reason, because they've nailed down their recipe. But I do like the mom and pop, sort of like local Chinese places. Those are usually the ones that have the best value anyways, for like the most food for the least amount of money. Like they forgot to put it in there. That's so funny. No, one time I did get 2 fortunes in one fortune cookie though. They were like folded up like against each other. But I don't think I've ever gotten one that didn't have any fortune in it. Oh my god, I want Chinese food so bad now. Ugh. Some sweet and sour chicken would go so hard. If your food was brought out by a kid who was otherwise doing their homework, you're about to have a good time. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, yes. That's how you know. When you walk in and you see the kids sitting at one of the tables doing their homework, you're like, ah, oh, this is an authentic place, for sure, for sure. Bro, what are you talking about? What are you going on over there? Are you calling me Riz bots? You saying I'm rizzing you up right now? Is that what it is? You think I'm rizzing you up right now? I'm just talking, but I mean, if you're attracted to me, you're attracted to me. I can't stop that. All right, let's see what we got for you, Kazi. For your adventure reading. And then let's grab your Yu-Gi-Oh card as well. Brother, I'm doing tarot with Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Do you really think I'm like tricking and deceiving people? Like, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. I have the fucking Dark Magician on my table right now. You really think I'm I'm doing something like nefariously devious over here? Anyway, we got the cards for you, Kazi. Let me go ahead and put these up on the screen for you. I pulled the Blue Eyes White Dragon earlier. All right, let's see. We've got the first card, which is... Where is it? Here it is. And then we've got the second card, which is... I think it's fine. Let them listen. Maybe when they hear me, they'll chill out. It's better than that one person that was not too long ago. Let's see, we got... I get a lot of people are skeptical though, especially when it comes to tarot. There are certainly people who I think prey on the vulnerabilities of the people who come up to them. You know, there are certainly people out there who use people's most vulnerable moments as a way to cash grab and to convince them to do something or other. You know, trying to convince them that they need to do this, this, and this in order to be successful in their life. But for sure, I think that tarot is just a way of helping people see what they're kind of already thinking in the back of their mind anyway. It's not really like a, I'm going to tell you and divine your actual fortune. Here's exactly how things are going to go down. Here's the winning lottery numbers. I don't think tarot works that way. And I don't plan to use it that way. But I think it is a great tool for self-introspection when things are difficult for you. Tarot can be a way to hear from a completely non-judgmental, completely random person who has no idea what's going on in your life, to be like, hey, have you considered XYZ in your life? And then you kind of go, how can I apply XYZ to this situation? Could I? Will that make it easier for me? And I think that's the beauty of tarot, is that it's just like an extra way for you to really think about and break down your issues and your problems and the things that are weighing on you. Help you sort of reevaluate your own situations. That's all it is. And then we have fun with it when I use my Yu-Gi-Oh cards too. There's a streamer who says they can do the lottery numbers. I'll believe it when they win. They hit the fucking, the mega jackpot. I'll believe them. They'd already be a millionaire though. If they could fucking do that already, they would have already done it. There's a reason they haven't already won themselves. And then, but are there people in this space that do take advantage of people who are in vulnerable positions? Yes, but that's the same in any space. Even life coaching, there are people who will convince you, oh yeah, for only $99 a month, you sign up for my life coaching course, and I'll teach you all you need to know to become successful in life. And you know, it is what it is. There's gonna be bad eggs and everything, but I think you just have to wait for people to prove that they're a good egg before you denounce them as evil or whatever. And then we got the final card, which is this one. There we go. All right. We got all the cards for you, Kazi, for your travel/adventure reading. Who's evil? According to a lot of people, I am. I'm the epitome of an evil tempter leading people astray from the light of truth or whatever or something. I don't know. I got people quoting Bible verses at me a lot of the time too. Like I didn't go to Sunday school with them. But anyway, we got all the cards. So we'll start with, in order of left to right for you, Kasi, for your adventure reading. We have the Chariot, we have the reverse King of Cups, and we have the reverse Hermit. And then for your Yu-Gi-Oh card, we have Dark Magician, which let me pull up the definition for Dark Magician as well. Because this one doesn't have it written down. Okay, so we got it. So basically, we start with the Chariot, right? And the Chariot is a card of victory. It is a card of triumph. It's taking everything that you've learned in your past and using it to push yourself forward to success in the future, right? So we have this whole idea of using your past experiences and knowledge in your life to use that as a jumping point to push yourself forward in the future of your life, right? But then we also followed up with the reverse King of Cups. And the reverse King of Cups is a card of, there's something kind of more underneath the surface. Things may look calm and easygoing on the surface, but it is very much this feeling of there's definitely more here, and just be careful not to get pulled under by the current. Don't let yourself get swept away with how things are happening, right? So I think right here, this is kind of like a card of like a little bit of caution. It definitely feels like there's something going on that maybe you're not fully seeing in the big picture, just to be wary of, right? And then kind of tied in as well with the reverse Hermit as well. The reverse Hermit being a card of sort of keeping to yourself, maybe even like hiding from reality, detaching yourself from reality or from society. Somebody who's very much like a recluse or holding back on their true self. So to me, it feels like, to me, this reads like you're running away from something. Is kind of what it feels like to me. Also, Leonix, you can clear it now if you want to. But yeah, so it does feel very much like, to me, this reads like you're running from something rather than looking to explore and gain a greater depth and understanding of like the beauty of the world around you and getting more experience. To me, it feels like you're running away from something that's bothering you. Is kind of how it feels, you know? It's like what are you running from? What are you hiding from? What are you, shying away from the world as, So I think that's sort of like the key thing here is I'm not sure if you're doing this for the right reasons. And if so, it's only going to cause you more trouble further down the line if this is the reason why you're doing it, you know? You also want the adventure. Yeah, I get that. But I think the main motivating factor is probably not the best one for you to fully enjoy the adventure, right? I think especially because when you are traveling, when you are going further away, you are also kind of cutting yourself off from your current network of stability, your friends, your family, the people that are already kind of close and near you. Whenever you go on those adventures, you're usually separating yourself from them. There's literal distance between you and those people and your friends, right? So I think right now it feels like this could end up hurting you more than helping you, right? In the sense of how to say, right now what you need is friendship. You need your friends and the people who are important to you to be close by your side. Being here is hurting me. I mean, it's tough, but I think what you need right now is community and not necessarily just moving to a different place, right? So I think what you need to do is find where your community is. And maybe your community is in a different place, but what matters most is you need that social aspect. Does that make more sense? I'm not saying that you have to stay in one spot and that you have to stay in the specific spot that's hurting you, but I think it's best for you to prioritize finding a place where you have community and you have people and you have, a network of people that you can rely on and trust. And maybe, because look, I get you. I was also in a place that was not good for me, physically, emotionally. It was not a good time. But whenever I left that place, I went to a place that had people I already knew I could trust, right? I was staying with friends. I was staying in a different place, but I had community with me. I had social people with me. Rather than just going out on my own and going somewhere completely by myself, I had other people in those areas that I went to that I could rely on. And I think that's sort of the key thing here, is making sure you have that network of people. Even if it's different people, just people you know already that you trust that are in those locations. It's fine if you want to get away from that area if that's no good, but don't get away from the social aspects of everything. That's what the reverse hermit's really telling you, is like, be careful not to shut yourself away from the world in your attempt to run away. Does that make more sense? Prioritize going places that you know you have that social protection, that you have that whole community with you. That's going to make it easier for you in the long term anyways, for you to get through the difficulties, right? So rather than just going, oh, okay, I'm going to go to bumfuck nowhere where there's nobody at, and I'm gonna live there, and I'm gonna, live in a cottage in like the deep forest. It's like, well, maybe you don't need to do that. Maybe you can go to like, oh, I have a whole bunch of friends who actually live in this city. Maybe I'll go to this city where I know I have a bunch of friends nearby, or, oh, I'll go here where I have, like, my best friend actually lives here. Maybe I'll go live near here, and then I'll have my best friend even closer to me, kind of thing. I have no friends here, but I'll see. Well, you can also look for making friends too. Join community events, join clubs, go to like your local events, your local library, make connections with new people. I think it's even fine if you go someplace new that maybe you don't have as many people that you know, as long as you are making the active effort to build a community for yourself, to build a social sphere for yourself. That's going to be the key thing here, is having those people that you can rely on. Don't do it all by yourself. Don't shut yourself away from the world, because that's kind of the key fear here, that the cards are like, we're scared you're going to cut yourself off from the rest of the world, right? So try to actively put yourself out into a position where you can meet new people, where you can build friendships, where you can build relationships with people that you can trust, even if it's new people, but really don't cut yourself off from the rest of the world, right? You can see the hermit here. He's hidden in his little paper shell. It really is telling you, like, just, hey, it's scary. I'm sure you have your reasons why you feel like you need to leave where you're at right now, but you cannot do it alone. And whether that's with old friends or new ones, it's important to have those friends. So many betrayals, so I don't trust many. I get it. Betrayal is tough. But you can't assume everybody is going to be out to get you and everybody is going to hurt you. Right? What happened shouldn't have happened, and that's on them. But you can't let that affect the new people that you meet in your life, you know? Otherwise, you're going to completely cut yourself off from the entire rest of the world. And humans are social creatures. We need to connect with other people to live. So as scary as it is and as painful as it is that you were betrayed by the other people, you cannot hold it against people who have never met you before. You know? It's scary for sure, but you have to take that risk in order for them to prove you wrong. In order for them to prove that they're not going to hurt you, you have to allow them the chance to potentially hurt you. In order for them to go, no, I would never do that. As scary as that is, that is simply what has to be done. And you cannot blame yourself. All you can do is say, well, I gave them the best shot that I could. I gave them my trust. And this person broke it, so I've revoked my trust from them. I do not trust them anymore. But I will continue to trust the people who have not broken my trust. You know, that's kind of all you can do. On this bitch of an earth, that's really all you can do, is just be like, I give my trust to people, and it's up to them what they do with it. But it's not my fault. Yeah. A friendship or any relationship's a two-way street. They should be there for you just as much as you are for them. Yeah. I think it really is just a matter of, it's scary. The world is scary. People can hurt you and people have hurt you, but that shouldn't stop you from interacting with people as a whole. There are so many different people on this world. There's so many different people in this world, and I think to carry that burden and that pain from other past relationships into your new ones does a disservice to the people who have done nothing wrong. And that sort of ties in as well with your Yu-Gi-Oh card, which is the Dark Magician, right? The ultimate wizard in terms of attack and defense. So there is this sort of feeling of maybe you got to balance it out. You got to balance it out a little bit. It feels like maybe your defense is overriding your attack of you actually going out there and making up friends. Your walls are a little too high. I think you got to lower it so you can balance yourself out a little more, right? Extend your hand towards other people, but also trust that they're going to extend their hand out towards you. It's okay to you know, have like a little bit of a side eye, making sure that people are safe. I think that's fine. It's okay to be skeptical. It's okay to be careful. But I think your defenses are so high, it's preventing you from interacting with other people. And what you need most right now is community. You know? Mia, I hope that helps, Kazi. Fingers crossed. Whatever the case is, if you feel like you can't trust your current friends, I think the best thing for you to do is to make new ones. I used to play that card all the time. Yeah, it's a classic. I'm magic also. Yeah, you're magic. But I think that is sort of the key thing here is if you don't like your current community, then that's fine. But you should build a new one. Don't just abandon it altogether and leave it completely empty. Build a new community, you know? But there you go. I hope that helps, Kazi. Fingers crossed. Next up is who watches the watch? Are you still here? Who watches the watch? I like how you misspelled your own name, Leonix. That's very funny. Okay. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. You spelled Leon Kick 09. But yeah, I think Who Watches the Watch might have disappeared. So we'll skip them for now. And then let's see who's next in line. Next up is Leonix. Sorry, Leon Kick 09. Is Leon Kick over here? Is Leon Kick in the room with us? Damn, I don't see a Leon Kick 09. No, they're gone. Oh no, I guess we'll have to skip them. I banned them? Oh my gosh. You're like, there can only be one. There can only be one, damn you. Alright, and Leonix asks, how are things looking for me now that uni's done? Let's see what we got for you. I'm so proud of you. I know you were studying really hard for all of your exams, so I'm glad all of your exams are finally finished now. Let's see what the cards gotta say. So mean to little old Leon Kick. You're the one who banned him, not me. Oh my god, you put the cat ears on me? Yeah. Let's see what we got here. You know, like, yeah. Thank you for the head pats. Yeah, I knew I had to invest in proper cat ears on this model. I know how much you like the cat ears. Oh, you know, I realized I forgot to toggle on. There we go. I can't believe I forgot to toggle on my tarot card when I'm doing my tarot stream. So forgetful of me. Alright, let's see what we got for you, Leonix. Yeah, I was half asleep when I was prepping everything, so. Let's see, let's grab your oracle card. Yeah, no. It tastes like cardboard. Would not recommend. But it's very fibrous, at least it's got that going for it. Full of fiber. And now let's grab your Yu-Gi-Oh card. $78 cards, too much to eat. Yeah, I'm gonna have indigestion now. To make my tummy hurty. I could have worked harder on them. Well, there's no use stressing over what's already done. You've already turned them in. There's no point worrying about it now. I just say kebabs with chopsticks. Where do I get my Asian certificate? Oh my god, I would love a kebab. Will you share? Will you share a kebab with me? Okay. We got all the cards for you. Also, hi, Zalfar. Welcome in. Yeah, we stuck you at the back of the line. You were taking too long, so. You're still in the queue, but you're at the back of the line. All right, we got all the cards for you, Leonix. So let's go ahead and put them up on the screen, starting with... I thought I would be done an hour ago. It's okay, it's okay. It is what it is. And then the next one we've got is... And then the last one. There we go. All right. You got all of them. I'll be back before my reading is up. Need to get to work. Yeah. Get lots of work done, Lazy. I believe in you. All right. In order of left to right for your reading, Leonix, we've got the Queen of Cups. We've got the Seven of Wands and the Two of Wands. Then for your Oracle card, we have mint, like mint leaves. And for your Yu-Gi-Oh card, we have Dark Magician Girl. So let's go ahead and start breaking this down for you, starting with the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you got Dark Magician Girl. So we got Dark Magician, and then we got Dark Magician Girl. Two halves of a whole. So let's go ahead and start with the Queen of Cups, right? The Queen of Cups is very artistic, very dreamy, very romantic. Somebody with a vision. Somebody who knows what they want and is already planning for it to happen. Very much somebody who wants to take charge as well. But this is your chance, I think, for you to really pursue what you've been dreaming of. You know? Yeah, Leonix is a goth magical girl. Yeah. 100%. But yeah, so I feel like now is the time for you to really, like, go after what it is you've been wanting, you know? I also followed up with the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is a card of things might be a little bumpy. The road might be a little bit bumpy getting to your destination. But you have the strength to get through whatever life is thrown at you with this situation. It's never going to be more than you can handle right now, right? There are definitely going to be some bumps in the road. There's definitely going to be some quirks, if you will. But you'll make it through. You'll make it through. All right? So don't stress too much when, you know, some roadblocks hit the road. You can go around them. It just might take a little longer because you have to, you know, walk around them, but you'll be fine. And then following that up as well with the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is a reminder here to you. It's like, listen to me. This is so important. It's saying you need to be bold and you need to believe in your capabilities. It's only when you truly believe that you can handle everything and that you can take it on and you can move forward, only then are you able to fully utilize your abilities, to fully show off what you're able to do. But this is also a chance for you to embark on a new adventure, for you to do the things that you've been wanting to do this whole time, for you to take action in that direction that you've been looking forward to for so long. The Two of Wands is a card of, yes, you can fucking do it. You can do it, and you have to trust that you can do it, right? It's only when you're like, I'm going to get this. It's going to take a while, maybe for outside circumstances, but not from a lack of my ability. It's only when you tell yourself, it's not from a lack of my own ability. I'm going to get it. It just might take a while, but I'll get it because there's nothing wrong with what I've done. Only then can you really, truly move forward on your path, right? You have to trust that you've got what it takes. Trust in your skill. Trust in your abilities, and you'll be fine. And then that brings us to your Oracle card. Also, the crispiest lemon. Oh my gosh, welcome in. Yeah. Also, hi, Tiny Ice Cream. Thanks for grabbing your daily pillow. But yeah, so the Mint card is a card of abundance, persistence, and proliferation. So again, it's this sense of just keep putting yourself out there. Keep trusting that you've got it, because you do. You got it. And it'll eventually take root and it will flourish. But it will only flourish if you trust that you're strong enough, right? The minute you start doubting yourself and you start doubting your skills and you start doubting your abilities, you're going to fall back. You got to keep charging forward knowing that you're the hottest shit around, all right? You have to trust that you got this. You have to be like, okay, I studied for this. I did all of this. I did this and this and this. 6'2" stand on my money. Now I'm 5'4". No, no. You're in debt. Oh, no. But yeah, the cards, Leonix, genuinely are telling you you're more than enough as you are. As you are right now with the skills that you hold, the knowledge that you have, and who you just simply are as an individual, you are more than enough as is to get the job done, you know? Also, thank you for the follow, Lemon. I appreciate it. But it is very much this feeling of things will go well, but you have to trust that the blocks in the road and the things that you stumble across are not from a lack of your own ability, but just life itself, right? The road to of life is a little bumpy. It's got a couple potholes. And if you get stuck in a pothole, you're not going to be stuck there forever. You'll get out of it. And it's not your fault that there was a pothole there, right? So you can't, if you hit the pothole, you can't be like, oh, this is because I'm a failure of a human being. This is because I wasn't good enough. It's like, no, it's because there was just a pothole in the road. It happens sometimes. It's not a failing on your part, right? So just keep that in mind. And then following that up as well with the Dark Magician girl too. The Dark Magician girl kind of reiterating a lot of this, saying, gain 300 attack for every Dark Magician or Magician of Black Chaos in the graveyard, right? So when the going gets tough, that's when you get tougher. You have to trust that you only get stronger when the bullshit happens in your life. When all of these difficulties, all these little roadblocks, all these little bumps in the road sort of pop up in your life, it is only making you stronger. It is only making you more powerful, right? It's not a weakness on your part that you run into these things. It's not a failure on your part that you run into issues. That's just the way life is paved, and it's not an issue on your part, and you're gonna get stronger because of it. As long as you trust that you got this, you got the skills, and you will manage. Because all the cards are telling you, you will manage. Like even with that 7 of Wands, even with the difficulties, the struggle, the conflict, all that stuff, it is nothing more than you can handle. All right? So it'll be okay. You got this, Leonix. I believe in you. It's all gonna be daijoubu. You got this. Alrighty, next up is Jenny. Is Jenny still here? Is Jenny awake? I don't know if Jenny went to sleep or not. Jenny, are you still here? Yeah, I see you, Zelfar, twerking furiously over there. Sorry, I'm AFK. The queue is dead. It's okay. It's okay. I think Jenny might have disappeared to go to sleep, which is cool. It's fine. So we're gonna skip Jenny for now. And then after Jenny is Lazy. Have good groceries. Yeah. You gonna get groceries? Yeah, get your groceries. I hope you get some chocolate milk this time, Leonix. Fingers crossed. I hope you got chocolate milk. Alright, is Lazy here? I know Lazy said that they disappeared for a bit to work on stuff. I don't know if they're still here though. So hi, Berserk. Welcome in, welcome in. Speaking of chocolate milk, actually, oh, I love chocolate milk. It sparks joy. Okay, I think Lazy might have also disappeared for a bit. We bought some like last week. Yummy. Yeah, chocolate milk is always my go-to when I'm having a rough day. I'm gonna get mine. I believe in you. When we got home, we found that it was expired. The date was for the 4th. Oh no! You should have brought it right back and got a refund or a replacement. Did you keep the receipt? Normally, if you have the receipt and you have the milk, you know. Does that mean there are spots open? It's very possible. It's very possible. There will be some spots open. All right, so we're gonna skip lazy for now, and we will go to, I believe we are circling back around to Zelfar. We did not, you gotta keep the receipt. You gotta keep the receipt, so important. They said they'd be back before their reading, but they lied. Yeah, they lied. There we go, it's Zelfar's turn. And Zelfar wanted, I believe he wanted a general reading, right? We gotta scroll down. Where is it? Where is it? Yep, a general reading. I got you. All right, let's see what we got for your general reading, Zelfar. Was tempted to say love reading, but I'm not looking right now. I gotcha, I gotcha. I do like getting a little nosy with people's love readings, but not everybody's looking for love at the moment, and that's cool. You don't gotta be. Everybody's got their own priorities. I just like the love readings because they're always juicy. If it falls into my lap, I'd love it, but it's not a top priority. Yeah, I gotcha, I gotcha. Everybody's got their own priorities, and I think it's fair that you're like, if it happens, it happens, but if not, I'm not stressing. That's honestly the best approach sometimes. I love love, me too. I do love love. That's why I play so many romance games. Speaking of romance games, tomorrow we're picking back up. We're playing more Silent Hill Forte, Silent Hill F tomorrow. So that'll be very exciting. We'll get to see more of my beautiful fox male wife. Silent if that's not words. Yeah, we're playing more Silent Hill tomorrow. Silent Hill F, yeah. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. I was really enjoying it. Silent Hill, fuck the fox man. Yeah, I'm gonna make him mine. I'm gonna put a ring on it. He's so beautiful. They say not to trust him, but if evil, why hot? Why sexy? Why beautiful? Right? So yeah, we'll be continuing our cozy, spooky hours with that tomorrow. The F doesn't stand for forte, it stands for the fox, yeah. If he's so evil, why is the blood rushing to my loins? Explain that, science. Yeah, yeah. I've been tackling Silent Hill F like it is a dating sim with extra steps. That is how I've been approaching it. It's a dating sim with extra steps. There's a lot of extra steps, but at the core of it, it's still a dating sim to me. With how psychological the Silent Hill games are, it might be. Gotta fight through the hordes of grotesque flesh and doll monsters to get to the dating part. Yeah, whenever we unlock the scenes where he's there, I'm like, yes, finally! Like, we solved the whole school building thing, and then we immediately went right into the scene where he's there. So that means as soon as we start tomorrow, we'll be getting right into Foxman territory. Very exciting, very exciting. All right, let me grab your Oracle card as well, Zelfar. I will say I do like killing things with the crowbar. It is very satisfying to be able to use the metal pipe, the steel pipe to just bash things in. So relaxing, so just, it's such a stress relief. Secret ending with Silent Hill the 6. We're gonna find a way. We're gonna marry him somehow. I believe. Wish they had a steel pipe sound effect on impact. I'm sure there's probably a mod for it. There has to be a mod for it. I believe. I would, but it would be so uncozy if I added that mod to the game. It would not be a cozy stream anymore. If every single time I bashed in a monster's head, you just hear the steel pipe sound effect. Gotta title the stream Silent If. I prefer the meme donk sound effect, yeah. Time to start talking shit about Rinko. Oh my god, dude. Rinko is crazy. I feel like I gotta get some more info on what's going on there. Apparently we're dead. We died a long time ago, and Rinko was like asking like everybody. She was making wishes like, please, please, please kill this hoe. We'll see. I guess we'll get more info on that. Alright, we got all the cards for you, Zelfar. So let's put this in, starting with... Let's see here... Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. And then the next card is... And then the last card is... There we go. Would you mind telling me to go draw? Spicy Palm? Go draw. Get your pen, pick up your pen, do it, and draw. I believe in you.
You got this. I believe in you. You can do it.
I just checked, no mod for the metal pipe sound effect yet. Oh my gosh. Honestly, Rinko sucks way at every turn. She's like, yo, no, Shu, save me. Oh, Hinako, I guess you're here too. Whatever. Yeah. I mean, I get it. Because you have to remember, they're kids. They're literally like... Aren't they like... Didn't they like just basically finish high school? Like, they're still so young. They're like 17, 18. They're babies. Like... So when you keep in mind that their brains literally aren't even fully developed yet, and she's probably playing into like the whole patriarchal like sort of like concept of like she has to find a husband and like she has to be with a partner, and she's seeing Hinako as like competition to the guy, even though Hinako has literally zero interest in him. It's kind of fueling her craziness a little bit. It's because of it's like society. Society has done this to her. Kind of thing. But yeah, no, Rinko a bitch though. She's still a bitch, but it's crazy. Yeah, they are babies, just dumb. Yeah, I can't hate her that much because she's just a kid, man. She's just a kid. We live in a society. It's society. I know. Society is so scary, but it's okay. It's okay. We got each other. It'll be okay. Okay. So, Zelfar, for your general reading, in order of left to right, we've got the reverse 9 of coins, we've got the ace of coins, and we have the reverse 6 of swords. And then for your oracle card, we have preserves, like fruit preserves. And then for your Yu-Gi-Oh card, we have Uguchi. I forgot it was Thursday. It's okay, welcome in, Set. Okay. I remember seeing a post where it's like, Hinako, Rinko, stop telling everyone I'm dead. Rinko, it's like I can still hear her voice, Shu. Yeah. Yeah, coin, sword. Yeah, for sure. Let's go ahead and start breaking this down for you, starting with the reverse 9 of coins. And the reverse 9 of coins is a card of burnout, honestly. It feels like you're stretching yourself way too thin. You're overexerting your energy. And this is a card of like, hey, be careful. It feels like you're pushing yourself too much and you're pushing yourself too hard and you're stretching yourself too far and too thin. Be careful. Right off the bat, that's what the reverse Knight of Coins is. It's like you're stretching yourself way too thin. You really gotta take a breather. Get some you time in, you know? We also followed up with the Ace of Coins, which is a card of prosperity, nourishment, abundance. Yeah, so you are working hard and you are making a lot of money, but you are working maybe a little too hard, right? You know, working extra to get more money. Yeah, it definitely reads that way of like, you are putting in the effort and you are getting rewarded for it, but just remember your health is also important, both physical and mental, right? It's okay to take a couple of days for extra breaks and breathers in between now and then. I need the money for off-kai next year. Yeah, but you won't be able to enjoy off-kai if you're fucking dead, bro. Like, you feel me? You gotta also enjoy your time now in the present too. I get working hard, I get saving up, but just remember that you're also still living right here, right now, in the present as well as in the future. So make sure you're also still taking care of present you, because present you eventually becomes future you. Ghost Fars, Spectre Drake. No, you're not going to off-kai as a ghost. I refuse to allow it, okay? You're gonna take care of yourself, alright? And then following that up as well with the reverse Six of Swords. And the reverse Six of Swords is a card of sort of like, it's interesting because the Six of Swords is normally a card of like taking all of the good things with you to a new place, journey to a new place, right? In its reverse, it's kind of like a retreat, like not wanting to face the truth of a situation or difficulty leaving an uncomfortable situation. So it definitely feels like there's something here. There's definitely something here right now that I think maybe you're trying not to think about, that maybe does need to be genuinely addressed and looked at. And maybe you're like, if I just focus on the specific target in the future, I won't have to worry about it. But I'm not sure if that's necessarily the best course of action for you. Also, oh my god, Ham, welcome in. Thank you for the raid, Ham. Oh my goodness. You were playing Terraria. Were you winning? Were you winning Terraria, Ham? I can 100% tell you what it is. Yeah, it's definitely, it seems like it's something that you're trying not to deal with right now. So you're like, if I just devote all of my time and effort and energy into this, aka probably saving up for off-kai, then I can stop thinking about this. If I overwork myself to the bone, I don't have to think about this thing. I'm 100% ignoring things to not have a mental breakdown. Brother, you have to take care of yourself. You have to, it's not helpful. I'm saying this as somebody who, when I was also dealing with a lot of stuff and I was in like the depths of my own grief, dealing with a lot of difficulties, I buried myself in my work. 100% I buried myself in my work, and I like fully exhausted myself and I burnt myself out. It did not help. You have to come to terms with things in order to accept them, in order to move forward. Yeah, the longer you ignore it, the worse the breakdown's gonna be. Yeah. I started my first official stream, started Calamity Infernum run. Oh my gosh. Your first official steamed ham live. Did you win? Did you win? I hope you had lots of fun though, Ham. Feel free to get nice and comfy, cozy. I'll relax and I pull Lucia and ZZZ. I believe in you. You can do it. You can do it. But the reason why I say all of this for you, Zelfar, is because we followed up with the Oracle card Preserves, right? Which is a card of security, forethought, thriftiness. This is looking towards your future. Like I said, you can't experience the wonders and beauties of the things you are trying to save up for in your future if you do not take care of your present self. Your present self is the you that leads into your future self. So if you don't take care of yourself now, your future self's gonna be fucked too, you know? It's not gonna help you. If you're starving yourself now so you can eat a nice delicious meal later on in the future, you know, future you is also going to be starving, right? They didn't get too far just setting up for the bosses. I believe you. You're gonna clean sweep them, Ham. Fuck that guy. I know he's talking shit. Well, that's why you gotta start thinking about future you. Like me, I think about future me all the time. So whenever I'm like, you know, oh, I'm gonna make extra food. I'm gonna put it in the fridge. So whenever I'm hungry and later, I can just microwave it to heat it up, and I don't even have to cook anything. And then future me becomes present me, and present me's like, man, I sure am hungry. Let me check the fridge. Oh, look, past me set up the meal in the fridge. All I have to do is microwave it. Thank you, past me. That's so thoughtful of you. You know. You gotta be a succulent Chinese meal. Was it illegal to enjoy a succulent Chinese meal? But yeah, I think the key thing here is the best way to look out for future you is to also take care of the current you. If future you is run ragged, fully exhausted from working so hard in the past, how are they going to enjoy all the things that you were saving up for? I love that meme. Yeah, it's a good meme. But like, think about it. If you completely burn yourself out, working to yourself down to the bone, and then future you is the one that's burnt out. Future you is the one that's gonna get hit with all the exhaustion, with all the burnout, with all of the, God, I'm so fucking tired. You know, that's future you. Unless you start resting now and taking those breathers, taking those breaks. I'm not saying you have to quit. I'm not saying you have to stop saving for off-kai. I'm not saying you can't have goals that you try to work hard to obtain, but you're working so hard to the point where you are grinding your nose into the stone, into the grindstone, you know? And at that point, what's the point? You're gonna lose your nose, bro. You gotta be careful. And then that brings us to your final card, which I think is probably the most important one, which is your Yu-Gi-Oh card, Uguchi. This monster may attack your opponent's life points directly. I think rather than doing your best to avoid the problem, the best course of action is for you to attack the problem directly. Right now, you're in the avoidance stage. You're like, if I don't look at it, if I don't acknowledge it, if I don't make eye contact with it, it won't know I'm here. It's still there, bro. It's still in the room. It's chilling in your room. It's waiting for you. It's got all day. In fact, it's only getting bigger the longer you wait. You have to just grate your teeth and deal with it now. You gotta deal with it now. It's gonna be messy because you've already waited a bit. It's gonna be messy, but it's gonna be way less messy than if you wait to deal with it in the future, even longer. You have to attack the core root of the issue in order to actually move forward. You know, the elephant's just having a great time in that room. Yeah, they got snacks, they got their water, they're pooping all over your floor. They don't have to worry about it. It's not their floor, it's your floor. The elephant doesn't care. So I think right now, rather than being like, oh, I'll just wait, and then after I get all of this done, then I'll come, you know, get the shovel now, bro. Start shoveling up the elephant poop now. Otherwise, it's gonna be an entire mountain of elephant poop in the corner. You know? You gotta just tackle it now. It's already dirty. It's already messy. It's already gonna be a pain. But you should still deal with it now before it becomes even more of a pain. You know? It's not gonna clean itself up at this point. What's done is done. What's already happened is already happened. You can't go back in time. You can't go back in time and deal with it even earlier than that. You're already gonna have to deal with elephant shit, right? So just deal with it now while you have the least amount of elephant shit you can for the foreseeable future. Right now, this is the least amount of elephant shit you will have to deal with. Because going forward, it's only going to increase. So you just gotta pick up the shovel now. It's still a lot. It's still gonna be tough. It's still gonna be hard work. But it's better to just go ahead and start shoveling now than wait. You know, it's not going anywhere. It is what it is. You just gotta deal with the hand you've already been dealt with and just move forward. It's the only way you can truly get everything fully taken care of. I know you don't want to think about it. I know you don't want to deal with it right now. I know that it's probably a lot of stuff on your plate, but you are spreading yourself so thin trying to deal with everything. But you need to focus on what matters most to tackle those issues. It's going to make you feel so much lighter once it's done. Once it's finally clean, once you got the you know, like the Clorox spray all over the place, you got the lemon lime pine sol sort of scent in the air, you know, it could be hard back breaking work, But when it's done, it's done. And you'll be able to enjoy the clean room with no more elephant poop. Yeah. I believe in you though, Zelfar. Once your Chinese meal is succulent and your democracy is manifested. Yeah. You just gotta baby steps. If you'd be more lemon pledge than pine sol. I mean, I think it just depends. I do kind of like the scent of pine sol though. I do like the pine scent with the lemon. I have 500 kilograms of pure democracy to deliver. Yeah, I believe in you. Sometimes you look at the mess and you're like, God, I really don't want to fucking deal with this. But if you keep putting it off, it's only going to get worse. This is the best it's going to be right now for the foreseeable future. And it's already a mess, right? But I believe in you. I believe in you, Zelfar. It's going to be okay. And just remember, you got other people. You can ask your friends over. You can be like, hey, friends, this is really difficult for me. Can you grab a shovel and help me? And your true friends are going to be like, I mean, yeah, I guess. And they'll grab the shovel and they will help you shovel the elephant shit. That's what a true friend does. They're not going to be enthusiastic about, shoveling the elephant shit, but they'll help you. If they are enthusiastic about it, it's probably like a fetish or something. I don't know. I'd be a little more concerned if they were a little too enthusiastic to shovel the elephant shit with me. But if they're like, oh, fine, yeah, sure, okay, let me get some shoes I don't care about getting ruined, I guess. Then you know that's a true friend. You don't gotta do it all on your own. I'll be on my way. You best have a good stream. Yeah, thanks, Ham. I appreciate you in the raid. Get nice and cozy. Yeah, dung beetle tendencies awakened. Yeah. Your friend who, oh my god, that reminds me, have you seen those TikToks where it's like the guy who thinks his friend is secretly like 1,000 bees? And so it's just like him being like, oh, who was that? Oh, that was my girlfriend. Really? But you called her honey. Yeah, it's just a nickname, Of course, yeah. So, where are you planning to buzz off to? Oh, where am I going? Planning to, just head off to the park, Oh, the park. Where there's flowers. You looking to pollinate? Anyway, man, I'm gonna go. Yeah. See ya. I fucking love those TikToks, dude. They're so funny. Yeah, I think the metaphor kind of breaks down there. I'd trust a friend that was enthusiastic to help me with general problems. Yeah, I know. I'm saying, this is purely like, I'm talking like this is an actual mountain of elephant shit, If it's a real legitimate mountain of elephant shit, if your friends are like, I mean, yeah, I can help, yeah. That's true friend. In like the metaphorical sense though, it's a lot less, nasty. I go eepers my tumblies around. Yeah, good night, Ron. See you tomorrow for Foxman. Yeah. Sweet dreams, Ron. I'll be seeing you. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just for the metaphor of like actual literal elephant poop, not like, just general problems. The metaphor became a real story at that point. It's No, your friends will want to help. Your friends want to share not only in your joys, but also in your burdens, So I think trust your friends. You don't have to deal with this alone. You don't have to deal with all of the things that have been piling up on your own. Trust in your friends and your family and the people who love you to come together to help you get through it, You don't have to deal with it alone. You do not have to shovel the shit alone. All right? But you still need to get it taken care of. Ignoring it is not helping it. Okay. Next up, we've got, I think we have the final call right now. Doing final call for Jenny. Final call for Jenny. Are you here, Jenny? If not, we're gonna give away your reading to somebody else. So speak now or forever hold your peace. Jenny! Give me a chance to sip my water while we wait for a sec. Ah. Oh, and Lazy's here too. That's right. Yeah, we got calls for Jenny, Watch, and Lazy. Well, Lazy's here, so we'll probably do Lazy. And then we'll do raffle for Jenny and Watch. Okay, so let's do Lazy's reading. And Lazy wants a love reading. Have you seen those meme ASMR videos? Which one? There's so many of them. There's so many meme ASMR videos. I made meme ASMR videos. I did the I'm a trainer and you're an Uma Musume and I'm training you for the Arima Keenan. I did you show up to a fortune teller to diagnose your bad luck and each card I pull gets significantly worse and worse until I kick you out of the shop. ASMR femboy falls down the stairs. ASMR RP boyfriend gets in a car crash and fucking dies. Yeah, I've seen those. I don't classify those as ASMR though. They're not cozy. They're too loud. Boyfriend gets smashed by the isekai truck and dies in the street. ASMR. Yeah. See, I don't consider those ASMR though. They're just role plays. Because they're not cozy. They're too loud. The audio balance is horrible. It's screeching car crashes. It's loud thumping and clanging and banging. It's not cozy. It's not cozy, and therefore I don't consider it ASMR. That's my personal take. They're just role plays. They shouldn't be calling them ASMR. Boyfriend gets in a car crash and fucking dies. Starts cozy though. Yeah, but it doesn't stay cozy. It's not an ASMR roleplay if I start off going, oh yeah, let's get nice and comfy. Let's relax. Oh darling, I love you so much. And then I just fucking blow a fucking loaded gun next to your ear, you know? Or I bash you over the head with an iron pan. Is it still ASMR if I do that? If I suddenly start deciding to make a huge racket, if I set off fireworks next to you, is it still ASMR just because I started off cozy? It's not ASMR, bro. ASMR clingy girlfriend breaks her leg so you don't get drafted in the military. That's crazy. That's terrifying. That's some real yandere shit right there. Have you heard the falling down the stairs one? It's actually super funny. I've heard a couple of them. To be fair, if you beat me in the head with a frying pan, I probably won't care if it's ASMR because I'll be asleep. That has an ASMR section. It stops being ASMR, but the section that was ASMR doesn't stop being such. Yeah, but the whole video is classified as an ASMR roleplay. So I expect the whole video to be ASMR. That's like going onto somebody's stream because it was labeled like Genshin Impact, right? So you're like, oh, they're playing Genshin Impact right now. And you go on and they play Genshin Impact for the first 5 minutes of the stream. But now it's completely devolved and they're like, you know, making Excel spreadsheets for Stardew Valley. It's like, this is... Sure, yeah, they played Genshin Impact for the first 5 minutes, but it's not a Genshin Impact stream. You wouldn't classify it as that. It's the same thing. Does it change the fact that they did play Genshin for 5 minutes? No, but it's not a Genshin stream. You know? I'm very particular about this. I'm very... As an ASMR creator, I'm very nitpicky about that, about the labels. It's fine to make them, but I just consider them roleplay. I would consider that Genshin Impact for the period of time I'm playing it, and then I change the category. Yeah, but it wouldn't be a Genshin Impact stream, it would be Genshin Impact section of a stream. You know? I'm not saying that what they did, the ASMR part of that roleplay video wasn't ASMR. I'm sure that ASMR part of the roleplay video was ASMR, but it is not a ASMR video anymore. It is an ASMR section of a video. It's still a roleplay. I would just classify it as a roleplay video. A roleplay video with ASMR. But it's not an ASMR roleplay. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I'm very hung up on this. But that's how I personally feel. Those are my thoughts and opinions. Because I will say, even my silly ones, even my ridiculous ones, I do keep them like focused on making ASMR. Even the horror one, I came out with the horror one where it's like a mysterious entities trying to get you to open the door to let them in. I still tried to make that one cozy. I still tried to make sure that it was all like cozy triggers. So it was still ASMR. It's just horror ASMR. If I cannot feasibly, genuinely, easily fall asleep to it, I don't think it's ASMR. And if somebody's screaming in my ear, that's gonna wake me up. I'm not gonna be able to fall asleep to that. Let's see what we got for your love reading, Lazy. Okay. And then let's grab your Oracle card. Oh, wait, no, your Yu-Gi-Oh card, yeah. Wait, are you sub? Okay, just your Yu-Gi-Oh card. Just the Yu-Gi-Oh card. And it's 2 a.m. I go to Eve now. Yeah, good night, good night. Sweet dreams, Elfar. Hope you sleep well. I hope nobody drops a steel pipe in your ear while you're trying to fall asleep. No, you, Kyo. Yeah. Oh my god, you got my favorite fella for your Yu-Gi-Oh card. My favorite guy. Okay, let's go ahead and put these up on the screen for you, starting with... There we go. And then the next one, oh my god, my skin. Oh, my headphones. Okay, there we go. I'm over here. Oh my gosh. You've teleported. You've teleported over to my new chat. Oh my goodness. And then we got this one. And then the last card is... There we go. All right. We've got all of the cards for you, Lazy, for your love reading. In order of left to right, we've got the World, we've got the Two of Swords, and we have the Four of Wands. And then for your Oracle card, we have Big Koala, my absolute favoriteest fella in the world. I love Big Koala. He sparks joy. He makes me so happy, dude. I just love looking at him. I'm just he's eating a tree like it's broccoli. I love him. He's so cuddly. I'm gonna give him a hug. Anyway. So let's go ahead and start breaking down your love reading, Lazy, starting with the World, right? The World is a card of travel, change, union, reunion. It's the path to your success, the path to your end goal. It feels like you're making your way towards where you want to go and who you want to be and where you want to be in your life and at this point, right? It feels like you really are making progress to achieve your goals. Just be careful giving it a hug. Koalas are known for being riddled with chlamydia. Oh my god. Wait, really? But they look so cozy. They look so sweet and friendly. How could he give me chlamydia if I just hug him? He looks so fluffy. Find you somebody the way that talks about you the way Dare talks about the little broccoli guy. Yeah. It's okay, it's okay. I've repaired the sentence for you. But he's just a little guy. There's no way he would do something like that to me. He's just eating his broccoli. His broccoli tree. I love him. He's just a fella. There's no way he could be bad, right? He'll scratch you and you'll get chlamydia. He would never scratch me. He would never. He's very friendly. So as long as he doesn't scratch me, I'll be okay, right? As long as he doesn't scratch. If I just give him a hug in his fluffy side, he won't be able to scratch me. And therefore I won't get chlamydia. Right? What if I wear long sleeves and then I won't have to worry, right? It'll be okay. I'll find a way. I'll find a way to hug him. He just looks so cuddly. Also, he's fictional, so the fictional ones don't have chlamydia, right? It's safe. He's not real, therefore chlamydia doesn't exist. It's fine, it's fine. I found my loophole. I can work around it. But yeah, so we have the world card. Really bringing you forward to go in the direction that you really want to go in, leading you to the goals that you want to obtain, right? And cope, yeah. I am coping. So what? So what? What about it? You gonna tell me that fictional giant koalas have chlamydia and there's no escaping it? How do you know? Have you ever met a fictional giant koala? You ever think about that? That's what I thought. That's what I fucking thought. Can't beat me. I'm in my Delulu arc. All right. We follow it up with the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is kind of like the wishy-washy card. You can go kind of either way, but it feels like you're really lacking a sense of direction. So even though you're on the path to success, it feels like you're kind of forgetting which direction you're actually supposed to go in. You're right. You can have a different SE. No! He's clean, okay? He's clean and happy and soft and fluffy and cuddly, and I'm gonna sleep on top of him like Totoro, and you can't stop me. Or else. Two of Swords is my favorite, the wishy-washy card. But it is very much a card of, it feels like you're unsure of what direction to go in. So because of that, you're not actually making the progress to move forward how maybe you hope you can. You know? I like kelp. Oh, okay. I do like kelp too. And speaking of kelp, this is also sugar kelp, right? Which actually absorbs a lot from its environment, right? It's very much dependent on where it's at in its life, which is determining which direction it goes in, how it grows, how it moves, you know? So I think it is just a matter of taking the time to really stop and think about how you want to grow and how you want to move. My diet doctor kelp, yeah. But I think the key thing here is it feels like you're on the right path, but you're not making the decisions you need to actually keep moving forward. Maybe out of hesitation, maybe out of fear, whatever the case is. It feels like you're sort of planting yourself into place and not allowing yourself to sort of go with the current in the direction that you should be headed in. And then following that up as well, we have the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is a card of stability, warmth, harmony. It's also a card of kind of like keeping the bad things at bay, keeping the little buggers at bay, the things that might get in your way. To ward off insects in a sense. You can see here you have like Frig's grass, which is like often used to like stuff mattresses in order to like keep insects away from your bed and stuff like that. So I think this is also like a matter of protecting yourself and keeping yourself safe. So taking protective measures, doing what you can for yourself for sure, But also still let yourself be open to moving forward on the path that you want to head in. Keep the chlamydialas away. No. Speaking of, anyway. Big koala. A species of huge des koala. He's meek, but people are afraid of him because he's very powerful. You might seem scary to some, but others, like me, are gonna think you're a giant teddy bear and so sweet and want to hug you no matter what. So you just gotta find the people who aren't afraid of you and keep moving forward, you know? As scary as it can be if you wonder if you're not approachable enough or things like that, you know? There will be somebody who sees you and goes, I want to snuggle them. You gotta believe that they'll find you. And keep moving forward and enjoy your life and trust. Even because you're just a soft fella. You're just a soft fella. You gotta trust in your soft fella abilities. Okay? I'm gonna hug the big koala. You cannot stop me. I'm climbing over the fence to get to him, alright? He's just a little guy. How could he have chlamydia? That doesn't even make sense. He's just a little baby. I can't believe this. But there you go. I believe in you, Lazy. You'll find your special someone. You'll find your love. I think you just have to trust that you keep moving forward. Don't hop the fence. Last time someone did that, they killed the gorilla. He's not a gorilla, though. He's friendly. He's meek and gentle. He just looks scary because he's big. But he's a friendly fella. It's noted in his card, okay? He's a friendly fella. They're not going to trank him. Okay? We have to believe. He's going to be my best friend. I believe. Okay, so we got Lazy's reading done. Oh my god, I keep getting like this strand of hair in my fucking face. It's driving me crazy. It keeps like falling in my face. I brush it on my face, it falls back into my face again. Ugh, okay. All right, so we've got 2 raffle slots. So we'll do them one at a time. So for those of you in chat who have not gotten a reading from me yet today and you would like one, I am thinking of a number between 1 through 10, and the first person to guess it can get the reading. I'll let you know when you guess it. It was, in fact, 1. Congratulations, the crispiest lemon. What would you like for your reading? You guys can stop guessing numbers now. Yippee, can I get a love reading? Yeah, you can get a love reading. Let's see what we got for you, lemon. For your love reading. I didn't realize there'd be so many people here that'd be competing. Yeah, it's pretty poppin' here tonight. It's a hot club happening. It's okay. We still have another raffle slot left, so you'll have another chance at it. Things have been complicated. Ooh, with your love life. Ooh, I can't wait to see what's going on over here. 32. That's not a number between 1 through 10. And also, you already got a reading today, so even if you did guess a number, it wouldn't have counted. So a love reading for lemon. That was a different lazy. Oh, was it? It was Lazy Soul 83. see what we got for you. If you have any questions, I'm happy to elucidate. If you're putting the cards on the table, I'm willing to do the same, metaphorically speaking. Yeah. All right, well, we got the 3 cards for you for your tarot reading. So let's go ahead and put these up on the screen for you, starting with... And then we got the last card, which is... There we go. All right. We've got all the cards for you, Lemon, for your love reading. In order of left to right, we've got Temperance. We have 10 of Coins. And the 3 of Cups. So, 2 water cards. 2 water cards. So very, very emotional. Oh my god, Oka. Hi, Oka. Welcome in. How was your stream? You were doing scrims and then Pokemon, right? How was Pokemon? Did you catch any shinies? Did you win? Did you win Pokemon? Hope you had lots of fun. Welcome in, welcome in. We're currently doing some tarot readings. We still have 1 raffle slot left after this one, after we do this slot. So if you guys want to get a reading, there's still a chance you could snag one if you manage to win the raffle. But yeah, feel free to get nice and comfy cozy. So like, oh no. Pokemon was good, lots of good story. There was a battle with the streamer in the main story, which was hella funny. Oh my god, they're getting meta. They're getting meta with it. Have you gotten the colored contacts? I heard that's like a whole side quest. You can get like really cute colored contacts in like Pokemon Za. It's like by like showing different like mega evolutions or something. That's all I've heard. That's all I've heard. I started, but I haven't completed it yet. I believe in you. I believe in you. The star contacts look really cute. Yeah, I believe in you. You got this. But yeah. Just got the mega for the first quest before ending the stream. Oh, nice, nice. Well, feel free to get nice and cozy wozy, Oka. Get nice and comfy. I'm glad you had a good time with Pokemon. I wish I was less old so my back didn't hurt. I shall lurkies. Yeah, no problem, no problem. All right, back to the reading for you, Lemon. So starting with the Temperance card, right? Temperance is a card of adaptability. It's a card of self-control and balance. It's very much like a go with the flow kind of card. Let the current take you wherever it takes you, and you're not trying to fight where you're headed. You're just kind of like, well, let's see where things go. Let's see where things head from here, right? We also followed up with the 10 of Coins, which is a card of security and stability. Very much a card of like inheritance, wealth. It feels like you've got a lot going on. You've got a very strong, stable structure for yourself, and you're kind of just letting things fall where they fall as you move forward in your life. Seeing what happens. You're like kind of like whatever happens. I'm good either way. Wherever, you know, the dice may land, not really that big of an issue to me. I'm just here to see where it's headed. Kind of vibes is what I get from this. It's like you're good either way, but you're kind of seeing where things go. And then that kind of brings us to your final card, which is the 3 of Cups, which is a card of multiple ample opportunities, really. This is a card that talks about how there's a lot of different directions you could go in, and none of them are really like better than the others or like wrong. You can pick any path you really want and it'll be just fine, right? So this could be like in terms of there's multiple different options for dating that you could do, multiple different people you could pursue, maybe you're flirting with a bunch of different people, whatever the case might be. But it feels like any of them are really valid. I think it's just a matter of personal preference at this point of where you want to go. Maybe you've been so go with the flow that you haven't really made any solid decisions and everything. And so that's kind of stopping you from actually making your own choice, because normally you kind of just let the tide take you where it goes. But now you've kind of reached the point where it's like, okay, but now you gotta move forward. You gotta pick something. Okay. You gotta actually take some actions. I am in fact poly. My love life is shockingly stable right now with 2 partners I'm very happy with. Yeah. But I think this is also like the cards kind of saying like, for sure you kind of let the tides take you where you want to go. But I think in terms of love, if you're looking for the next step, it is a matter of you will have to make a decision for your next step. Not saying you need to like, you know, break up with anybody or anything like that. But I think you do need to be proactive with what you decide to do. You need to be the one to make your own decisions and move forward. You've gotten this far, and you've done really, really well for yourself. I don't think any of the cards are disagreeing with that notion. But I think moving forward, you should also remember to take your own actions as well. You know. I hope that makes some sense. But yeah, I mean, like I said, you got like that security, the stability, you've got multiple options kind of happening here. I think it is just a matter of, what do you want to do? Right? What do you want to make happen? Then you should do it. But you have to actually make the steps to do it. You can't be, you know, taken through the current to every little thing you want to do. Sometimes you got to make your own little detours, and you got to, you know, get up and actually move forward and all that. Welcome back, Leonix. It's a great question. I'll be figuring that out for a while. I think it's a good thing to ponder, to think about, you know, especially in terms of like relationships and like the future. What is it that you want long term? Like, where do you picture yourself in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years in love, right? What are you imagining 20 years from now in your love life? What would be the ideal picture for you, for your love life? And how can you make that happen? What steps do you need to take to push yourself in that direction? You know? Because it could even just be a matter of, okay, well, I got to get up from this river so I can step over into this next current and let this next current take me in that direction. But you still got to move over to that other current, you know? But I think it really is just a matter of stopping and thinking about what you want your actions to be. And then you can go from there. It seems like you are doing really, really well for yourself. But I think if you want to keep moving forward and keep growing, especially in terms of love, it is a matter of taking action where you see fit. In this case, what do you need to take action on? "20 years from now, I don't know exactly. I think I want to be with my same favorite people by then. Maybe a lot closer." Okay, well, if you want to get closer, then what are some things you can do to get closer, right? How would you feel you would feel closer to them by doing, right? What is the measure of you're close enough, right? Maybe it's that you can easily list off like their favorite foods, and you know like their intimate, you know, fears and things like that, and you know that they always have your back and you have theirs, right? Well, what can you do to show that you have their back so that they can trust you, and their vice versa, they can show that you can trust them, right? I think it's taking those small steps like that to push you to get closer, right? So what can you do to get closer? That's really something really only you can find out, because it's a measure of what you determine to be close. What will make you feel closer to them? I guess that's the key question here. What will make you feel closer to them? And then what can you do to push yourself towards that? You know? So it really is just a matter of, well, what action do you want to take now to get to where you want to go? I did take a pretty big step recently, actually. I reached out to one of my partner's other partners, and now we're all in a group chat. Oh, yeah. I think that's great. I think it's good to take initiative in a lot of this stuff, you know? I think taking that initiative really shows that they're important to you. When you take those actions and you're proactive in things, it shows that you care, right? I'm not saying you have to do like a whole bunch of stuff all the time, or you have to do everything, but even just small things show that you're thinking about them and that you care and that you want to be more involved, right? Nobody wants a passive partner who's kind of there, you know, like I could be in a relationship with you either or, but you know, whatever. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. People want to feel like they're wanted. People want to feel like they're desired, that they mean something. And I think being proactive and doing things, whether it's setting up dates or cooking up dinner or getting to know them better, or you know, taking the steps to get to know the other people that are important in their life, those are all ways you can show, hey, you're really important to me, and I want to keep feeling like I'm important to you too. I want to get to know these people that mean so much to you. I want to get to know you even more. Even though we're already close, I want to keep getting to know more sides of you. Doing that is such a great way of showing your partners that they matter, that they are important to you, right? Because it's one thing to be like, yeah, I love you, and then never do anything, you know? So I think it's just a matter of what can you proactively do to build that bond even stronger, you know? But yeah, you got this, Lemon. I believe in you. I hope that helps. Yeah, you can do it, Lemon. All right, next up, we got the final raffle slot. So, for those of you in chat who have not gotten a tarot reading yet for me today, and you would like one, I am thinking of a number between 1 through 10, and the first person to guess it can get the reading. Leonix. You already got one, Leonix. You already got one. Why are you guessing, Leonix? It'll go to the second person who guessed the number. So grilled egg. Grilled egg. It was 5. I'm skipping. Leonix technically guessed it first, but it was 5. So you get it. You get it, grilled egg. Also, while the raffle goes, can I please be a girl? Yeah. You're such a good girl, Lemon. You're a very, very good girl. There you go. What would you like for your reading, grilled egg? I've been agent of chaos. I was waiting till somebody else guessed it, but you should abstain from guessing numbers if you're not qualified to redeem them. A love reading? I gotcha. Well, let's see what we got for your love reading. I haven't been here. I thought Leonix hadn't got one yet. Yeah, no, Leonix got one. Leonix got one earlier. It's been a year and a heavy few days. Oh my god, I so feel you, dude. I've been so, like, needy lately. It's because of the cold weather. The cold weather's getting to me. All I want to do is, like, snuggle and attention seek. Let's see what we got for you, egg. I'm yearning 24/7. That's because we don't get good yearning weather. Oh my gosh. I live in Louisiana. Oh my god. I used to live in Louisiana. I used to live in Louisiana. What the fuck? Jump scare. Louisiana jump scare. I don't live there anymore, but yeah, no, I'm very intimately familiar with Louisiana weather. I live in a place that's so dry now compared to Louisiana. I had to buy a humidifier to make my room more wet like Louisiana weather. Yeah, it's hot and humid every day. All the time. It's hot and humid. Oh my god, Egg. Yes. Yes, you do. You're such a good girl, Egg. You're a very, very good girl. There you go. I'm in Northwest Louisiana. Oh man. I lived, for a while, I lived in the Shreveport Bossier area. I also lived in, what was it called? I forgot. It's been a long time since I lived there. I forgot. It's not important. But yeah, I lived in the Shreveport Bossier area for a while, and then I lived in Kaplan for a while, and then I lived in Baton Rouge for the longest. I lived like 20 minutes from New Orleans. Yeah, I mean, when I lived in Baton Rouge, I was like an hour from New Orleans. You did good to get out of Shreveport Bossier. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, the only thing I could do back, because I lived in Shreveport Bossier during high school, so all we had back then was the boardwalk. That's all we had. I don't even know if you know. I used to live in Houghton. But nobody ever knows where the fuck Houghton is, so I just say Shreveport Bossier. There's like literally like fucking nothing in Houghton. You know people from Houghton? Oh my god. I probably know them. Yeah. Yeah, I went there for high school. There was I wish I remembered. There's like West something. It's also up north. I forgot what it's fucking called. It's like a paper mill town. What the fuck was it? What the fuck was that city called? But that city is the one I went to for like part of middle school whenever I first moved to Louisiana initially. I stayed there for like 8th grade, and then we moved to Houghton for high school. But that was the place where I got cheated on by the guy who cheated on me with his sister. I told y'all about that. That was my first introduction to Louisiana. West Monroe, yeah, West Monroe. Yeah, I lived in West Monroe for the second half of my 8th grade year. I was basically finishing off 8th grade there, and then I moved to and then I moved to Houghton. Yeah. Crazy that I moved to West Monroe to finish up. I meet a guy. My little brother meets a girl. Like the guy and the girl are siblings, and my brother and I, siblings. We're dating the siblings, right? And then the siblings cheat on us, both of us, with each other. We both got cheated on by the siblings with each other. Isn't that not fucking insane? Isn't that not the first interaction I have with Louisiana? The first interaction I have with Louisiana. Bullet dodged, yeah. I've been there. The paper mill smells like mildewed boxes. It smells horrible over there. I remember, like, whenever I'd have to wake up and wait for, like, the bus and shit, I would, like, smell the fucking mildew-ass paper mill. I was like, ugh. Horrible. I have no words. There was also a giant Confederate painting in the hallway of the middle school, too. Yeah, giant Confederate painting. Oh, and they separated us by gender, like, all the time. So, like, girls and guys couldn't even walk down the same hallway together at the middle. Girls had to go down one hallway and guys had to go down another. It was so bizarre. I was out in Stonewall High School. I went to North DeSoto. Our schools probably had games against each other. Oh my gosh. It's possible. It was very possible. I know my high school, we had like a very strong rivalry against Parkway High School. That was like where all the blood fuel went through. It was Parkway. I know we played Parkway a couple times, yeah. That's crazy. We could have potentially met. We could have had a meet cute. Isn't that insane? Not anymore though. I don't live in Louisiana anymore, but we could have potentially ran into each other. Oh, that girlfriend too. My brother's girlfriend, the one that cheated on him with her brother, the guy that I was dating. She stole my volume of Tokyo Mew Mew. I forgot about that. She stole my volume of Tokyo Mew Mew, dude. Is that not fucked up? She stole my Tokyo Mew Mew volume. How the fuck are you gonna steal a dude's Tokyo Mew Mew? So fucked up. Yeah, it's horrendous. The death penalty. Thank you very much. This is our rom-com plot. Two ships sailing past in the night. Then they coincidentally meet on the radio. Oh my goodness. How beautiful. How ethereal, even. Alright, we got all the cards. We got all the cards for you, Egu, for your love readings. Let's put these up on the screen. Yeah, she stole my Tokyo Mew Mew volume. That's so fucked up. And then she like straight up lied about it, but my little brother was like, yeah, no, like I definitely saw her borrow it, but I didn't think anything of it because, you know, I was dating her. But yeah, she totally yoinked my fucking Tokyo Mew Mew novel and I never got it back, and that's so fucked up. So not only did she cheat on my brother, and she also stole my boyfriend at the time, who was her brother. She also stole my Tokyo Mew Mew volume, and that's the most unforgivable. The most unforgivable action there. Truly tragic. How'd you find out they cheated? I saw them making out on the bus. I literally witnessed them fucking swapping tongue on the bus. Because we shared the same bus, because we lived down the same street. So we got off at the same bus stop. Like... Yeah, it was wild. Sweet home Louisiana. Yeah, absolutely wild. The most insane betrayal I think I'd ever felt. Oops, wrong one. Wanted minor arcana for this one. That was literally like my first boyfriend too. Imagine having your first boyfriend cheat on you with their sister. That was literally the first relationship I'd ever gotten into. And that's how it ended. There we go. Okay, we got the first one. Next card is... I've never been cheated on, but I have been cheated with. Oh, you were the person they basically cheated on their partner with? That's crazy. Damn, so you were the other girl. You were the other hoe. Did you know? Or were you like, whatever. I feel like being a home wrecker today. Where's the chariot? Complicated? I gotcha. No, I mean, I've definitely been the other person before. It was actually crazy. I was dating this one guy and we got together, but then like kind of broke up. And then he got together with my friend and they were together, but then we ended up hooking up while they were technically still together. It was complicated. High school is complicated and messy. And I felt so bad about it though. Like we just like kissed and stuff, but I like went to my friend. I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. It just kind of happened. And my friend did not give a singular fuck. They're like, yeah, I mean, I only went out with them because they asked. I wasn't that interested in them. I was like, okay, cool. I still felt bad about it though. That's why like immediately when it happened, I was like, wait, no. But I have been complicit. She told me she was poly, which was true. She told me her boyfriend knew and was cool. That was not. Then she came clean a few hours later. It turned into a really complicated and ill-fated friendship / not romance, but possibly becoming one later, but then it didn't. That is very complicated. You're not wrong. You weren't lying. You were not lying about that. That's uncomplicated as hell. That's a whole soap opera plot. But you know what's even more crazy and complicated than my love life and yours? My little sister's. Every time my little sister calls me and she's like, hey Dere, how are you? So here's what's been happening in my life, and it is straight up out of a telenovela. Bro, it is straight up out of a telenovela. You think I'm fucking joking? You think I'm joking? You think I'm joking? Her baby daddy is in jail for being an accomplice to murder. And they had to impound her car as potential evidence. Or attempted murder. Accomplice to attempted murder. He didn't actually finish the job, but he tried. So, and that's only one of them. That's just the baby daddy. That's not even including the other boyfriends. Oh my god. That is wild. Yeah, every time she calls me. I love my little sister. I love my sister very much. She's very near and dear to me. But also, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. I have to like sit down and just like mentally prepare myself for any time she calls, because I know I'm gonna deal with some crazy, insane bullshit story. So, on the bright side, at least none of us are living a life like my little sister is. Oh, crazy, dude. Absolutely wild. All right, we got all the cards for you, Egg. So, in order of left to right for your love reading, we've got the Queen of Wands, we have the Chariot, and we have the World. So, honestly, right off the bat, really good love reading. Really good love reading. We'll break it down. Starting with the Queen of Wands. Right, the Queen of Wands is very, very warm, very sensual, very charismatic. You got charm. You have charm, and you got to use it. You got to use those assets. You know what I'm saying? Those assets. You got to put them to good use. If you got them, flaunt them. And you got them. According to the cards, you got them. So you should be flaunting them. I can say that it didn't end up with any in prison, at least not as far as I know, if you consider I don't talk to most of them. Yeah. I mean, I've had some crazy adventures in love, but all of mine have been like teen drama crazy, not like convicted criminal crazy. That's my little sister's. Oh god. Anyway. So I should be dressing more slutty? Yeah. I think you should. I think you should, not to be biased, but yeah, I think you should slut it up a bit more. Slut it up a bit more, Egg. But you should trust in the fact that you got that appeal. And so if you want to reel them in, you got to show off that appeal, if you know what I'm saying. I think you should do that no matter what the cards say. The world needs more hoes. I mean, it is getting colder, and you know what they say? A hoe never gets cold. I believe in you. Yeah, slut it up, Egg. Slut it up. I believe in you. Only with what you're comfortable with. Don't do anything you're uncomfortable with. But I think if you want to be a little bit of a tease, if you want to be a little bit of a flirt, the world would benefit from it. The world will benefit from it. We need more cute girls to be flirty. We need that in our life. It's good for the ecosystem. Okay. We also followed up with the Chariot, right? And the Chariot is a card of victory, but it's also a card of experience, right? Taking all of those experiences, all of those previous endeavors, everything that you've learned prior, and taking all of that and using that to achieve greatness. So I think recognizing potential red flags from past failed relationships can be helpful for you actually sifting through, the dirt to find the gold, if you will. Trust in the knowledge you've gained before. The experience you probably gained from some flirty banter with some people, and use that to conquer and get your first kill. Ring them for all they're worth, if you know what I'm saying. And by that, I mean their seat. Anyway, you got this. I think you gotta channel it. You gotta go for it. You gotta trust that you are out on the prowl and you are ready to kill. And by kill, I mean find love. Yeah, their seat, yeah. Like their lap. You gotta trust. You gotta trust that you got what it takes, and that you can be a lethal weapon. And by find love, I mean murder. Yeah. It's full circle. Full circle. But then that also brings us to your final card, which is the World, right? And the World is a card of like the path of liberation. It's leading yourself forward in the direction that you want to go in, and, you know, achieving your success, whatever your success might be. And maybe your success is, you know, feeling desired, feeling like you're the baddest bitch in town. You can be the baddest bitch in town. I 100% believe in you. All right? You got this. You can reel them in. So if you got to sled it up a little bit, if you got to hoe it out a little bit, I believe in you. Do whatever you're most comfortable with, right? Don't do anything that you're uncomfortable with for the sake of attention. But I think if you want to be a little flirtier, if you want to be a little bit more of a tease to people, I think that's well within your power and well within your ability to do. And I think it'll work out really well for you. Feels like you're headed in the new era of egg. The new egg era. You're about to be a fried egg. with a nice runny yolk center. That's the best, dude. Oh, I love a good runny yolk. That is the absolute best. But yeah, be a slutty egg. I believe in you. That's what the card said. But only the amount that you're comfortable with. But if you got it, flaunt it. And the cards say you got it, so. Dairy Enterprises does not promote any actions you are uncomfortable with. Yeah. That's the speed text running through on the bottom of the screen right now. Okay, yay, yeah, you got this. I believe in you, egg. I believe in you, grilled egg. You got this. You're gonna bag them, and by bag them, I mean body bag them, because you're going to kill them. You're a hitman now. I've pinged you your next target. Go get him, tiger. That's why they call it a femme fatale. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah, they're gonna be so scare-roused. You'd be surprised the power of scare-rousal. You would be. All right. Well, that is officially all of the tarot readings for today. We are fully caught up. So let's see who is alive. Who's online right now? We got Bread doing Power Wash Simulator. Oh, Maisie's doing Resident Evil. I think we'll raid Maisie. Get the spooky on, because tomorrow we're playing more Silent Hill tomorrow. So we're gonna raid Maisie, currently playing Resident Evil. And hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow for Silent Hill. But if not, no worries. I'll see you when I see you. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. And good night.